Hey, Ty, what were you telling me just now offline? You said you were Arteta.
Anyway, what are you dressed up like Jamie bloody Oliver for? Jesus Christ, this is a bloody proper show here.
I've got my spatula to shut you up.
Oh my God, this is
I've got this to shut you up. I'm the host here, man.
Bloody cooking
Behave
program.
yourself. Behave yourself, Claude. I'm the host now. Thank you.
Let's carry on.
Thank you very much.
But actually, it says my name first, by the way.
What did you say?
My name is up there first, so maybe. Anyway.
It's still my show.
All right, then, go on.
Do you know what? I can actually hear myself. Yeah, I can hear myself. This doesn't look good. I can hear myself. Let me sort this out now. I can hear myself.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
that's a lot better now.
Unfortunately,
yes. So you were telling me just now that you are Arteta in. Is that true?
Oh, no.
Wasn't that what you told me?
No. Let's get on with the show, please. Come on. Get on with the show.
Say that again, Claude. I can't hear you.
Let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show, please.
All right, people. Let's get going, people.
It's time to go! Hang on. Let me finish. Welcome, people. Welcome
to Jesus.
the show.
What have I left myself in for? Hello, mate. All right, mate. All right.
It's a wonderful show. It's going to be this one. But I know you're going to rip my head off because I'm going to be putting you in some very, very deep corners today. So get ready for me, Claude. Okay. It's the Claude And Tade show, people. It's a show where we talk about everything football, but Arsenal first and every other thing follows. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. It wasn't until you fucking phoned me up. But anyway, go on. Let's carry on.
But you told me you were Arteta in, though. That's what you told me offline.
No, Arteta in, mate.
Don't lie to me now. That's what you told me offline.
In, out, shake it all about. No.
All right, people.
The record is for judges, by the way. In, out, shake it all about.
You're going to have your gavel.
Judges and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Anyway, come on,
unfortunately, I can't sing that.
I love you, judges, by the way. I do love you, judges. But you are, come on, it's in, out, shake it all about.
I hope he's watching this. Unfortunately, I don't know. He's kind of a busy guy, you know. So listen, this is how the show is gonna be, right? For people that are just watching this for the first time, right? We're gonna be having different questions, right? And Claude here is gonna be answering them. But listen, you guys need to understand something here. This is a discussion, so don't look at me like just a host, because I'm gonna be throwing Claude a lot of questions. And I don't care how he feels. He's all right if he wants to have a go at me. I'm okay with that. I don't care. And I also want you guys to participate in the comment section. That's what this show is about. This is not supposed to be some extra professional stuff. It's a discussion for every single person out there. Cheers to you, Claude. So we're just going to start with the first question. Are you ready, Claude?
Yeah, go on, come on.
All right, then. It's going to go on your screen right now.
Interesting question, and I'm going to answer it.
Okay.
And I'm going to say sacked within 5 months.
Why would you say that?
I don't think even the player. Even you're going to say he's got all top players and he's got great players there. And by the way, and he's got more of an advantage than what he would have had at Arsenal, by the way, because he's got a better setup. The players are a lot better, the organised and everything like that. But I don't think, from what their previous management and everything like that, they won't respect him because he's not done the job. He's not done the job before, and that's it. That's not done the. You're asking me if he walked straight into the job with no experience.
No. So this is the thing, right? Yeah. Let's look at it like this, right? Hansi Flick, for instance, was an assistant for a very long time. He was an assistant for the German squad. He was an assistant at Red Salzburg. He's been an assistant. He was an assistant at Bayern Munich as well. And he got the opportunity after Kovac was sacked.
Yeah,
and look at what he's done. He's won every single thing in football, Claude. Every single thing, because he's got a very, very good squad. I bet you, if you yourself, Claude, should take over Bayern Munich this season, you'll probably do a bit better than when you take over Arsenal.
Yeah,
Do you believe that?
This is the problem, yeah. But then it's the German league. They're doing well. He's done well, and let's see if he wins the Champions League this year. Because I think the German league. Let's have a look at the German league, right?
He's already won the Champions League. Why does he have to prove to you again next time? He won the Champions League. He's won every single thing in football.
He wins it again, back to back. Yeah, back to back.
Oh, come on.
Let's have a look. Look, you're going on about him. Yeah. Well, okay. Let's have a look at this situation. As you said, he's coming from
as an assistant.
He's coming from
as an assistant.
Yeah. And I get that. I absolutely get that. But the setup at Bayern Munich is 10 times better than it is at Arsenal. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's the point. At Arsenal, you need. How can I put it? If this setup was at Arsenal was in as Bayern Munich, maybe I still don't think Arteta would get. I still don't. I'm not sure.
Well, this is the thing, right, Claude? So this is the thing. You just say you don't think
he'd have more chance. Let's put it that way. But you're comparing. You're comparing a bloke that's in a league, by the way, where they swallow up every player from every team. I mean, if Dortmund are their nearest challengers to Bayern Munich, yeah, for years, yeah, but Bayern Munich take all their players. It doesn't happen in the Premier League.
Yeah, but this is my argument. The reason I asked this question, right, and I wanted to see your opinion on this because myself and Mossy Boy, we had a very heated debate about this yesterday after you left the show.
Also,
right?
by the way, the difference with Hans Flick as well, he's got the right people behind him as well. There's not just some guy that's Steve Round or fucking whatever. He's got people with experience around him. So there is a lot of difference in that.
So I like the fact that you said this, Claude. Yeah, I like the fact that you said this. Now, I want you to try and look at it from my perspective and understand where I've always been coming from in terms of why I look at the whole setup in Arsenal and I look at Arteta and I'm like, it's so unfair to judge him when you look at the stock of players we have in the squad and you also look at the whole setup in Arsenal. You look at the fact that these guys are not willing to release money. You look at the fact that this club is a joke, the way it's been run, even before Arteta came in, right? Let me get my point across.
No, you're wrong.
No, Claude, I allowed you to speak. I allowed you to speak, Claude. I did.
Well, I'm not allowing you now. I'm not allowing you because you're going you're going round and round in circles. Listen,
I'm not going in any circles. I'm getting to a point.
Yes, but go on, carry on.
Thank you. I'm getting to a point. The reason why I brought Hansi Flick into this whole, debate is just for me to see what you feel about the fact that Hansi Flick is backed properly. He's got a better squad. He's got better players. He's won every single thing in world football for that club. He can walk away with his head held high. He can walk away saying, I've done what I want to do within just 1 year of getting the job, right? And then you compare that squad with Arsenal. Do you think Hansi Flick is going to do a better job? Do you think Hansi Flick, if he comes to Arsenal, for instance, do you think he's going to do a better job with this stock of players we've got? With the culture in the club?
But then you're comparing, you're going on and comparing Hans Flick at Bayern Munich. I think Hans Flick at Bayern Munich has got a setup where you can't compare it to the Premier League, by the way. Right, what you're looking at is Hans Flick's gone in at Bayern Munich, right? Where the previous management have left him in a good position, by the way. Not like this carry on here. But anyway, don't go. But he's gone in there, right? Everything is made for. In the German league, let me tell you something, in the German league, right? He has the pick. He can now go to Dortmund. It's not like, look, let's put it this way. In Liverpool, like say Manchester City, they can't now go to Liverpool and get their best players. For example, now it's the rivalry. In Germany, any challenge for Bayern Munich, suddenly the best players are taken from Dortmund because of the gap in the money between Bayern Munich and all the rest of them is huge. It's absolutely huge.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
So So Hans Flick has got a much easier job to do what he's doing. Right. I don't completely blame Arteta. I don't blame him. He's not right for the job. Arteta should go to a job. He should not be in a big job like this. He should have gone first to somewhere like Everton or a bit lower, learn the trade, and then get in a job.
But this is why I brought Hansi Flick. Listen, Claude, I don't know how much you know about Hansi Flick, yeah? All I know about Hansi Flick is the fact that he's been an assistant manager and he got a big job in Bayern Munich as an assistant manager. And he did better than the manager that left the job. So the question is, what's the difference between that manager and Arteta? That's the question I'm asking. Do you see where I'm coming from? Do you see where I'm coming from?
The difference is that Arteta's lost 11 games this season.
I get that. I get that.
I get that. This is what really winds me up, right? And I was the biggest critic of Emery, right? But all these people that criticised Emery, right? Criticise Emery. I'm not allowed to criticise Arteta. Won't criticise Arteta, who's got a worse record than Emery. And yet Arteta, let's put it this way. I'm gonna show you an example, right? Me and Lee were having a discussion earlier. Right. How can I put it? Monreal, Tierney, who do you prefer?
Tierney.
Thank you very much. Who had Monreal?
Emery.
Right. How can I go? Let's go right back.
Same. Bellerin.
Let's go to the centre halves. Mustafi and who was it? Mustafi or Gabriel?
Mustafi was in Emery. Gabriel was bought by Arteta, who has been
Who do you prefer? Who do you prefer out of the two?
Gabriel.
Thank you very much. And,
yeah, go on.
You can go on a lot of the players, and what I'm trying to suggest to you is that Emery had a weaker team, yet performed better than this guy. And I keep hearing about the process, right? We're going on about process. 2000 and who was it? Gazidis came out and said, "Trust the process. We will be as big as Bayern Munich." Yeah, right. That's how long ago was this when this was said? 2006. What? 15 years ago. 15 years ago, and that's the process. Now, you want me to trust the process when for 15 years I've been waiting for this process. And you want me to trust another 4 years. Tell me where I can trust the process when for 15 years I've been let down. Tell me.
I don't blame you for not trusting the process. What my contention is with you, and I've had this contention with you, Claude, for a very long time, and you know this. You and I argue about this every single time. I've come on your channel. We've argued about different things. You've come here. You've argued with me. It's about where you are putting the blame. The difference between you and I is the fact that we want Arsenal to do well, but we are kind of pointing at different things as the source of the problem. You feel that Arteta is the problem. I don't feel Arteta is the main problem.
No, I don't think it's the sole problem.
But that's what you've been playing up to me for a long time.
I think he's part of it because he goes along with it. Because to be honest with you,
doesn't though. He doesn't.
He backs the process, so he's got to take most of the blame.
But
no,
he doesn't.
The recruitment has been shocking. I think what's been going on with agents, the signing of Willian was a disgrace, an absolute disgrace, and we know that the person that was behind it is no longer at the fucking football club, right? Excuse my language, but it is past the watershed, isn't it? And that's where I stand on it. And he backs the board. He backs everything, the intentions. because he's on an easy number. And I think there's a bit of arrogance about him. And yesterday, and I'm not being funny, right? I'm watching a game of football, right? I'm watching a game of football, and I'm seeing Manchester City strolling around in first gear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see the press conference, and I'm insulted by the press conference by Arteta, saying we created a lot of this dangerous situation. This is the manager you're backing here, by the way.
Yeah, but Claude,
created a lot of dangerous situations. Can you please tell me where these dangerous situations happen?
but Claude, what did he say after that? He also said that they were very poor in the final third.
No, but there was no danger.
That's not acceptable.
Where's the
That's
danger?
what he said.
But the problem is, it's all bullshit because there's no dangerous position. The only dangerous positions are if they do something in the final third. If they get there. But
that's what he meant. That's what he meant.
You know how many shots? Do you know how many shots on target we had in the second half?
One.
Or in the whole game?
One.
No,
and that's
wrong.
the Turney. That's the Turney shot. That's the Turney shot.
Do you know I've got the stats here? We have no.
That's the Turney shot.
Target.
Turney had the shot on target.
Get the stats. Get the Man City stats. And
Turney had
one shot on target.
Turney had the shot on target, Claude. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? You've totally forgotten already. Turney had a shot.
I'm going to get these stats up because
get it on. Turney had a shot
if
on
I
target.
Can get the stats, I'll get it. Can I do it on here?
You can do it. I mean, I don't know if you can share. Let me see if I can share. Turney had a shot on target. I don't know what.
Go Man City v Arsenal stats. Go Man City Arsenal stats. And I'm telling you, there's not one shot on target in the whole night. I looked at it. I was surprised. I thought there was.
You know what? You know what? Let's.
Even if there's only one, that's ridiculous. We're at home. We're at home.
Shush. I'm speaking.
Don't point that at me, mate. Don't start pointing it at me. What have you been cooking, have you? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? I've been just cooking. I nearly burnt the bloody kitchen down. I forgot to put the bloody...
Can you even cook?
No, just about, mate. I'm just about... I forgot to put the fan on and the bloody thing went off, didn't it?
All right, guys. You know what? Let's pack.
Everyone's running out of the building. Everyone is running out of the building because I forgot to put the bloody thing on, the fan on. Anyway.
Let's park that conversation about Man City because I've got a question. Just remember now, I've got the last question for that. Do you know what? Let's move on quickly to the next question, okay? Let's move on quickly to the next question. Because if I'm going to start telling you a lot I want to say about Hansi Flick, we're not going to finish today. So, but we have to move on. We've got just 1 hour.
Go on to another question because you can't compare Bayern Munich to Arsenal because Bayern Munich have a monopoly in Germany. Have an absolute monopoly. And it's a horrible question to put to me, but
yeah, but no. It's not a horrible question. No. It's not a horrible question because they won the Champions League, Claude. Yes, are you telling me Champions League is filled up with German?
And well done for that, and congratulations. But
they won the Champions League. They won the UEFA Super Cup. They've won everything in football.
Super Cup is another one that is just like a glorified friendly Super Cup.
Even the World Club, they won that as well. What are you going to say about that? They've won everything in football. So you can't just tell me it's all about German. They beat a lot of teams, the Italian teams, the Spanish. They beat a lot of teams in the Champions League. So you can just tell me it's just about Germany and all that. Anyway, let's just quickly read some comments here. Tade, what's up with that title when you know Arteta is a clown? I know Joe, you're never going to agree with me on this. I know that. Tade, Arteta is a bomb. Stop trying to make him great. Come on, man. Come on, behave. Tade, are you okay? The previous manager didn't win what Flick did. Listen. Whether you like it or not, the previous manager still won them 3 cups. Okay, he won them the is it DFB Pokal, like the 2 domestic cups, and he won the league as well. So,
Gio, by the way, Gio's on there. What's happened to AC Milan this year? I'm surprised because someone was telling me that Inter have taken over in it. What happened?
They're probably gonna be. I think. I don't know if he's still there. Maybe he's kind of working now in America.
Let's have Gio on here to ask us what's going on with AC Milan. I'm a big fan. I love AC Milan, but it seems to have dropped off a bit. And
because Lukaku, man, Lukaku is on fire. Hey, Trap Santos, how you doing, mate? You all right? Amaria. What does it mean by Amaria?
I'm a big fan of Lukaku. I'm a big fan. I just don't think these coaches got the best out of him in England.
So who's that? Sorry,
When Lukaku came on the scene, I thought he'd be the next Drogba, but it's just not. It's not happened, does it? But
yeah, but you know, the Man U fans, the Man U fans didn't give him a chance, though. They didn't give him a chance.
Not so much Man United fans. It's a lot of politics.
They didn't give him a chance. They didn't, because let's be honest, yeah, he was doing well in Everton.
Can you let me speak a minute? Because you always interrupt me. There's a lot of politics at Old Trafford. Jesus Christ!
You do realize you've been interrupting me the whole day today. You know that.
No,
I'm not even complaining. I'm not even complaining.
Anyway, you need to be interrupted.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
What you got that scarf on your head for? What's that all about?
Can you leave my scarf? Can you leave my scarf? Thank you.
You're starting to become like Ty. God,
behave yourself. Behave yourself, Claude. Behave yourself.
I hope you don't date like Ty. Bloody hell, I'll be in trouble. Jesus Christ. Oh, let's not get started.
Bring back my food. Bring back my food. I have not finished eating my food. Bring back my food. Jesus Christ. I will never forget that date, man. Anyway, I will never forget what.
It probably send her a bag of Skittles to say sorry. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. That was actually a wonderful day, to be honest with you. I'm never gonna forget that. Anyway, Trap Santos, thank you very much.
You call that a day? Jesus Christ. If you call that a day, oh my God.
Have you been on one of those dates before? Have you ever been organized a surprise date before?
Never. Because
would you like it? Would you like it if something like that is done for you?
Who would date me now? Look the state.
What do you mean who would date you? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? What do you come on, Claude?
Maybe 30 years ago, mate, but not now, mate. Come on.
What's that supposed to mean? Every single person has got someone. That's just the way life is.
I'm past it, mate. I'm past it. I'm past all that.
Guys, in the comment section, yeah, can you guys tell me? Do you think I should set up a date for Claude?
I've tried all that, mate, and they said I'm not compatible with anyone.
No.
Well, I have. I'm telling you, I've gone on Tinder. I've gone on all these sites. I'm not compatible. When I put all my stuff in the computer, you're not compatible. It's true. You're not compatible.
Nah, you're going on the wrong apps, mate. You're going on the wrong apps, mate.
I've gone on Tinder. I'm gonna. Plenty of Fish. Was it Plenty of Fish?
POF. Yep. Have you been on that?
I've gone on all this crap, but they said when I put all my what I want and what I require, they said you're not compatible. It's gone.
Did you?
The computer went on fire.
Got toasted.
It's true.
But I mean, on a serious note, Claude. Probably you need to get the date doctor here. I'm gonna set up a profile. You know what they call catfishing? You need to do some catfishing, man.
Set me up.
Anyway, let me get a few comments quickly. Let me get a few comments.
Ada, that'd be nice for me. Set me up with a date.
I'm gonna tell her what you said.
She's lovely. She is absolutely lovely. But she'd probably say but don't tell her how old I am, though, will you? Please don't tell her my age.
She knows your age, man. You're like 35. You're young.
That's it. I'm finished then. I'm finished.
You're young. You're a young man. You're young. Every man is young. It all depends on your sweet mouth, your sweet talks, how you caress, how you talk to the lady, all that stuff. And I know you got it. Anyway, let's move on. Let me read the comments quickly. Yeah, let me move on.
I wouldn't be saying I wouldn't be going to a date and say what's going on for about 3 hours. But anyway, let's carry on.
Can I carry on now, Claude? Thank you.
He was more. You know what?
Can I carry on?
He had more love in that pizza than he had in that girl. You know that. I couldn't believe it.
Would you leave Ty alone, please? Just leave Ty alone.
Yeah,
he ate his pizza. He's happy. He had a nice date. He's kept well. Leave him alone. All right.
If you're going out with him on a date, you probably get.
Shush! Let me move on.
Yeah, you get a bag of Skittles, wouldn't you?
I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you, Claude. Let's carry on. All right. Trap Santos, how you doing, man? I'm a real fan of you. Keep doing it. Thanks a lot, Trap. I really appreciate you saying that. Carlo is the goat of all managers. Relentless. What Carlo are you talking about? Are you talking about Ancelotti?
I love Carlo. And you know what? If he had Arsenal, we would not be in this position now.
You think so?
Oh no. But if we had Carlo Ancelotti, mate, We will not be sitting. We will be sitting in top 4. I'm telling you that now.
But we're not gonna win the league, though. We're not gonna win the league, though. You know that.
But at least he would get us there and climb. We're not even. I can't believe it. We won
on a
the
serious
10th place last week. Leeds.
Can I ask a question, Claude? Can I ask a question, Claude? Do you think Ancelotti is going to come to Arsenal without terms and conditions? For instance, in Everton, yeah?
I agree with you. I think that the recruitment, people that are advising Kroenke are a bunch of cunts, bunch of wankers. I'm sorry to say this, but the problem is with us, we've got Stan Kroenke, who has no idea of the football, but he's getting the wrong advice, and that's the problem. You're right. But doesn't mean I have to put
because you need to look at it from their perspective, right? You look at Carlo Ancelotti; they spent more. Everton spent more than Arsenal this season on the net, then you also have to look at.
Already won a bottle of wine because of you.
What did you just say? Sorry.
Because of you, I've nearly done a half a bottle of wine.
Because you've just been talking and drinking. You didn't let me put in the words.
Yeah, well,
freaking hell.
It does say it does say the Claude And Tade show. You know that, don't you?
It doesn't mean you're gonna take over. Shish. Yeah. Who's on the left? I'm on the left-hand side. So right now, I'm the host. So shush.
Left-hand
side. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Passy Dutchy Bonnie, left-hand side.
Thank you.
Was it Passy Dutchy Bonnie, left-hand side, isn't it?
I don't do music. Don't ask me.
I don't know.
Freaking hell. Anyway, let's move on. I just want to get through this comment. You know what? I'm going to look at these comments later, man, because right now we need to move on. This is already 26 minutes, and we've got 3 more questions. So the next question coming up now. Yep. Right. The IFAB rules. Are the IFAB rules getting better or are they getting worse? So the IFAB rules.
What's IFAB? Sorry.
All the laws of the games governing all the rules, fouls and everything, especially in the Premier League. Are they getting better or worse? And I'm going to play you a video right now, 2 videos actually, for you to, understand why I asked this question, and then we're going to move on from there. Okay. So let's have a look at this right now. Okay. All right. Are you aware of that video? Darren Drysdale, the guy that sort of got improper conduct penalty. Should I play that again?
I don't know, but are you allowed?
Let me play it again.
Are you allowed to show this sort of thing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna get any. Don't worry about that.
I don't see much. He's just given the yellow card. What else has he done there? Sorry.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, this particular guy has got charged by the FA for improper conduct. Okay. Now, for me, I feel, and right now they're saying he's not gonna ref the next game in the League 2. For me, I feel the IFAB rules are getting a bit soft now because, as far as I'm concerned, I think the players around there blew the thing out of proportion. That was just 2 guys having to go at each other. Nothing really special. Yeah, he put his head on his head. This is what I don't understand, right? For instance, what happened between Pepe and Alioski, for instance? That for me is shocking. I'm not saying what Pepe did is correct or allowed.
But the other guy went theatrically, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah. Now, in this particular instance, right? This is something.
Put your head there, you're asking for it, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that's how it goes. But unfortunately, these players will get you sent off. But I agree, you just haven't got to get involved. You just don't have to get involved. And unfortunately, Pepe fell for it. And that's the trick. He got tricked into it, and unfortunately, he paid the price.
Okay, I'm gonna play this other video for you right now. This was Colina back in the days, right? Yeah. For you guys that haven't seen this, I'm gonna play it. Watch this.
Legend. That's how you deal with it. That's how you do it. He played for West Ham, didn't he?
Okay.
He played for
So
West
now that
Ham,
we've seen,
he played for West Ham.
I can't remember what club that guy played for. I'm afraid I can't remember what club he played for.
Now
we've seen. Now let me ask you this question, Claude. In today's game, what Colina did there, first and foremost, every single person was in agreement what he did because it's not a big deal, right? He took control of the situation.
Yeah.
Today, think of that. Think of Neymar, for instance, or think of, I don't know, if that was Neymar and the referee touched him like that, don't you think Neymar is gonna go down theoretically?
Yeah, he could do, but then that's the problem. Yeah, I agree with you, but this is what I'm saying. We've got a lot of actors in the game, haven't we? And that should be stamped out. I don't like all this, but see, at the moment the rules state with the way the rules, players will play to the limit. It's all about gamesmanship, and they will play to the limit. If they know they can get away with it, they'll do it. And if they know they can get someone, I thought the other day I saw it. Some people. What I hate about this game now is people trying to get players booked now. Why aren't you booking him? Why aren't you booking him? Why aren't you booking him? And I'm thinking, it's not your business to do that.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that. Why are you booking him?
But Claude, don't you think sometimes? Let's be honest. Sometimes, right? The referees make a mistake. Maybe they're actually supposed to book for some.
Yeah, but that's the referee
challenges.
This is where my contention with, and you getting me onto the subject of VAR now, and I'm going to be frank with you on this.
Mm-hmm.
VAR for me should only be decided with offsides and goal line technology. Any other thing should not be even touched. Penalty decisions. Referee gives it. It's a human error. You have to accept it. We've survived 100 years in this football game, and it goes for 1 week and it goes to another week. We'll discuss it after the game, and fans will dispute it. I think VAR has done a lot of damage now because, to be honest with you, every decision apart from offside and goal line technology is subjective. Right? It's subjective. Why should if a referee doesn't give a decision, why should the other referee in the other room be more right than him? You tell me.
I think the only advantage that kind of brings into the game is the fact that they have the ability to play. Because when something happens in real time, Claude, whether we like it or not, you wouldn't see everything exactly as it happens until someone shows it in slow motion. I think that's the advantage. But what pisses me off about the VAR is the fact that in spite of the slow motion, some nincompoops still don't see the error. And it is right in front of them. And that's what pisses me off about the guy.
We'll get on to another subject where I think we've got the worst referees in Europe at the moment.
I agree.
And that's another subject. But while we got them, we've got to have them, and that's it. It's fine, and they have to make the decisions. And I can't have this bullshit that someone in like so. Lee Mason, what was that decision that Mike Dean got completely wrong? Where
the Bednarek, is it the bed? No, the one that got him sent, the one that got the guy sent off, right?
Yeah, he was told to go.
Sochek, was it Sochek?
Right. That guy in the VAR room got it completely fucking wrong. He could have kept on his own decision, but he was pressured, right? He got it wrong, your guy.
And then he got threatened online.
His decision. He should make a decision what he thinks. He went to the VAR, and the guy got a red card. It didn't affect the game, and it got rescinded. But can you imagine if that was done in the first half? In the first half, that decision was made in the first half of the game. It could have wrecked completely West Ham completely, couldn't it? So this is what annoys me about the whole shit. VAR should only be decided on offsides and goal line technology. With even that, I mean, you saw that goal. What was it last season with Aston Villa, Sheffield United?
I can't remember that. No.
Because his bloody thing didn't even go in his ear.
I can't remember that.
He didn't go to check it. But at the end of the day, that was a goal.
Mm.
That was complete. The technology went wrong because he didn't get the signal.
But Claude, I tend to disagree with that statement that you've made. That is only for VAR is only meant for offsides and for goal. I don't think that's enough, in my opinion, and that's simply because the naked eye cannot see every infringement. In my opinion, you can't. You can't.
It's subjective. Yeah, but it's subjective. It's subjective. It is subjective. Do you understand what subjective is?
I know what you mean, Claude. That it's subjective, but every single thing is subjective.
Error. In other words, it's human error.
Claude. The whole idea of VAR, I don't think they're using it properly in the Premier League. What do I mean?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be based on.
Taddy, you're an intelligent guy, right? What makes
can I finish, Claude?
in the VAR more right than the bloke on the pitch?
Can I finish? The whole idea of a VAR is when there's a clear and obvious error, you go to a VAR and make a decision. Now, the way it is supposed to be used, the way it has been designed, is for the referee to go to the side monitor and make a decision, which in itself, it's still subjective. What do I mean? It is subjective based on what he sees on the monitor. So it is still subjective regardless.
No, you know
VAR is only... Yeah, hang on.
I'll pull you up.
Hang on. VAR is only meant to put a bit of doubt in the referee's mind to allow him to go in there and confirm or keep to his initial decision. That's the idea. So it is still subjective, whether you think about it or not.
No, but see, the problem is, right? And unfortunately, that referee was strong enough. That referee was strong enough to back his own decision. I watched the Liverpool and Everton game. In fact, he got it actually wrong. He made a wrong decision. He should have got a red card as well. It was not only a penalty. And see, this is what people don't
Was
understand.
it the one against Calvert-Lewin?
Yeah, not only was that a penalty, that was a red card. Right? It's a red card. No doubt about it. He puts the ball in the back of him.
What about the one that I don't know if you saw it, the one that what's this guy's name? Harry Maguire used his hand to hit someone's face in the 18-yard box. I don't know if you saw that one in their last game against Newcastle. He literally went like this and did this. And when they were doing a sort of analysis on it on Sky, they asked one of the ex-referees, and he said, yeah, it's fine. And I'm like, are you being serious now? I can't remember the guy's name now. Like, are you being serious now?
That's another decision that is subjective, and it has to be decided by the ref on the pitch.
Yeah, but Claude, Claude, do you know what Harry Kane did?
I'm trying to say, Teddy, what I'm trying to say is there are decisions that are facts and there are decisions that are subjective. The only facts is, and even the offside can be with these lines that they go across, but they're accurate. They're about 99% accurate. I would say the lines that go across the pitch, they're accurate, right? And goal line, you know, if the ball is over the line because they got the goal. But everything else is subjective. So you have to go with the referee's decision. And that is right. I agree. Listen, we've survived 100 years of football without all this bullshit.
But there's controversy.
Why can't we just carry on? And
there's always controversy.
Both ways, mate. It works both ways. Teams can get done. I saw a comment the other day, and I love Jack on Twitter. I love him, and I get on well with him.
Who's that?
Jack Stevenson. I love him. I love him to bits. I love Jack. He's a lovely guy. And we had a bit of a thing on Twitter the other day, and not because I always get on with him, and we can have a conversation without getting personal. But he said if VAR was in place between 1999 and 2006, we would have won more titles. I disagree with that. I disagree.
Probably.
No, I disagree with that. I agree with I agree with the Mike Riley thing at Old Trafford, by the way. But I don't agree with anything else, because if you look at the unbeaten run we had, we would have been invincible because Perez would have got done. Yeah, and I love Robert Perez. I love Perez to death. I mean, I backed Robert Perez when he was playing crap because I knew there was a player there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just think you've got to look at it subjective. I had this big argument with Terry the other day, but he can't see what my argument is.
No, listen, I see what you're saying, Claude. Like I said to you, I agree with most of the things you've said. The only thing I didn't entirely agree with 100% is you saying that VAR is only meant for offside and for the goal line. That's the part I didn't agree with.
That's all it should be.
No. I don't think that is enough.
No,
the reason they introduced VAR was because we've had a lot of issues.
I'll tell you why. Because on other decisions, but if it's not facts, you've got other decisions that go out, and it's one against another one. So what? You can't tell me one referee gives one thing and another referee. Who do you say is right? Come on.
The person on the pitch is right. The referee on the pitch. The referee on the pitch is the one that makes the final decision.
Look, you say that, but Dean got overruled.
No, he didn't get overruled. He didn't get overruled.
You said that, but Dean was right, but he went to the monitor and he got convinced that he wasn't right. And that's why I don't want it in the game.
Okay. Claude, can I ask you a question? If you do something, right? For instance, you hit someone's leg and you didn't realize you did it, maybe because you were drunk. For instance, as an example, maybe because you were intoxicated, and there was a camera when you did that. And then someone shows you and you're like, nah, I didn't do that. And then someone shows you a camera the next day. And then you have a look at the camera and you're like, oh, actually, I did that. So I was wrong. That's what VAR is for. VAR is there to cover any error. And that's why they said, in quotes, clear and obvious error. So it is for not the manager, it is for the referees to have an opportunity to go there and right any possibility of wrong. But if they realize they were right, they stick to it. So as far as I'm concerned, Mike Dean should have been able to stand his ground there, even when he went to the monitor.
Teddy, he didn't, did he?
That's his problem. Then that is his problem.
And that's his problem. And you can't tell me he's not going to be the only official. And that is why. And that, I mean, I had it with Terry now, and I'm going to have it with you here now.
Look, listen, there's no time. There's no time anyways. There's no time. We have to move on. We've got 2 more questions. We have to move on. So let's just agree to this. No one is winning. It's a draw. It's 0-0. You and I, we're just gonna, stay on that. Osman Ali, I'm just gonna read some comments here quickly. Osman Ali, Lukaku, you were bigging up Lukaku, right? Lukaku has a horrible first touch. Serie A these days is second rate. Easy to score goals there. Don't be fooled by his goal scoring form. This is someone that doesn't like him. Mossy boy, how you doing, man? Tade, what are you doing with a spoon? Listen, man, this is for Claude, man. Claude has been interrupting me too much today. This is for him. What's up with the title? Relentless. Well, I decided to put a title because it's the title. I don't know what to say about that. Come on, Claude. There's always someone for you. Hey, there's always someone for everyone, Claude. Listen, people, I'm going to set up a surprise date for Claude very soon. So watch this space, people. Watch this space. Just like they did for Ty. Mossy boy,
don't send me an old dog, though, will you?
We'll talk about that offline. You tell me the age group you're looking for. Relentless. The standard of football is in the gutter, and the refs are. Yeah, I'm not going to read that last words, but I get what you mean. Relentless. Big up Edgar A. Davids, wonderful player, Edgar Davids. Osman Ali, Eduardo Camavinga, the new Davids. Do you know what? I've not really watched that guy a lot. I've only heard about his name. Yo, Epic, how are you doing, Epic? England need the Italian referees. They will sort these players out. Listen, man, with the way things are moving right now in the Premier League, if they can give this guy, charge him for improper conduct, the guy I showed you guys on the screen, I don't think Italian referees can survive in the Premier League. I'm sorry.
Summing it up, right? I think it's not the technology. I think we need to sort. We haven't got the referees in a poor quality, and it showed in the World Cup. Did they, not one English referee went? No. The last World Cup, did any one English referee go? No. Come on, say no more.
Not really. I can't remember now, but I knew there was a time that
The last World Cup, they did not have one English referee.
Yeah, wasn't that after Arsene Wenger said no English referee is gonna make it into the World Cup, and I think he was right about that, to be honest. Epic, yeah, Epic. You and I are gonna talk offline, yeah. You and I are gonna talk offline, yeah. Big always on the job. All right,
you can bring them on if you want.
No. He's talking about something else. Don't worry. Let's move to the next question. Yeah, we're 45 minutes in. Yeah, let's move to the next question. Are you ready? Let's go. Get your glasses if you can read this. All right. So you, Claude, are now the manager of Arsenal Football Club. I am giving you £300 million right now.
Well, to spend on players?
Yes, to spend on players. What players are you going to leave behind in Arsenal Football Club? And what players are you going to sell? Your time starts now. Don't waste my time.
I'll get 20 million for Xhaka. Would you say 20 million? You
could probably get a bit more than that. You probably get a bit more than that for Xhaka. I'm not even joking now.
It's not. I wouldn't even need all that money. Actually, I'd bring in Basuma.
Okay.
I'll bring in Basuma. Get rid of Xhaka. I'll bring in Basuma.
Take your time.
Do you know, mate, how much would John Stones cost?
Are you gonna get John Stones?
Yeah, I would get John Stones.
That guy's career just got revived.
I love Stones. He
was on a downward spiral.
I've been following John Stones since he left Barnsley for Everton. But I've been watching his career. I think he's an outstanding defender. But he just needed a bit of time. I love Stones. I'll bring Stones in. And, you could get Luis. I wouldn't extend Luis's contract. I'd say bye-bye. Cheerio. Bring in Stones. How much would Stones cost?
I can't remember how much they bought it, but I knew he went to Man City for big money back then. Was it 50? Was it 50? Wait, hang on. Was it 50?
I'll take Stones.
No, not 50. Not 50. Sorry, not 50. How much? Do you know what? How much was Stones bought then? But I don't know if I want Stones. I'm being honest with you now, because I think the player that has made him look very good is this player that plays next to him now. Ruben Diaz.
I think everyone was writing him off, and he's coming back again.
That's because he's got Ruben Diaz next to him, Claude.
He's got
Ruben Diaz next to him.
The only thing I'm worried about with Thomas Partey, I love Thomas Partey. Don't get me wrong, I'm worried about his fitness. He's come in and he seems to be getting a lot of injuries and things like that. I keep Partey. I'd have Basuma beside him. Who else could I?
Let's go to the attack. Let's go to the attack now, because a few people are talking about the attack here. I'm going to get to them later. But let's go to the attack.
I'll keep Saka because I think he's a great talent.
Mm-hmm.
The trouble with Aubameyang, I think we need something different than Aubameyang. I'd sell Aubameyang.
But he's 31. He's going to be 32. He's going to be 32 soon. Do you think we're going to get good value?
How much do you think we get for Aubameyang? He's on a couple of years contract.
If we're going to sell him this next year, no one is going to buy. Right now, with his present form, I don't think anyone is going to buy Oba more than 30.
All right, so can we lose Lacazette?
I like Lacazette.
I like him, but we can get money for him, can't we?
Yeah, but who are you going to replace him with? That's the thing. It's not just about selling him. Haaland is not going to come to Arsenal. Arsenal is too small a club for Haaland. He's doing bits now in Dortmund.
Why is it too small for Haaland?
It is too small for Haaland. I'm sorry. Because that guy is going up in his career. He's not going to come to Arsenal where we don't even seem like we have a direction in the club. Let's be honest now. Let's be real. You have to look at it from that perspective, innit?
You say we can't get. How about Calvin Lewin?
I'm not convinced about Calvin Lewin yet. I don't go for one season. I'm not going to call him a one-season wonder.
I like Calvin Lewin in the right.
He looks good.
I like Calvin Lewin. I do like Calvin Lewin. And you know a player I really do like would be brilliant in our midfield. McGinn.
Who?
John McGinn. McGinn from Aston Villa.
I know. I'm
He
trying
won't
to
be
think.
too expensive. I think
but
you need that. He's so unsung. He's a unsung. How much could we pick McGinn up for?
it's gonna be cheap, definitely. But what I'm saying is, do you really think it's the right fit for us right now? What does he really offer? I know sometimes earlier in the season he was scoring a few goals.
He's creative. His work rate is tremendous, absolutely tremendous work rate. Everyone goes on about Grealish, but McGinn is the one.
But Claude, all that has dried up now. Earlier in the season, McGinn was giving assists, he was scoring goals. We're not seeing much of that anymore from him. And don't get me wrong, he's okay, but is that an upgrade?
And right back, I'd get the guy from Brighton,
Lamptey,
and get rid of Bellerin. Send him to Fashion Weekly or whatever. Wherever, get him on back on the. I can't believe he's a vice captain and his mentality is that winning is not important. I'd get him out of the fucking club, man. Get Lamptey in right back. Get Lamptey. How much would Lamptey cost at right back?
Maybe 20.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm paying 20 million on Lamptey. We've got Kieran Tierney at the back. John Stones in centre half, and I think the young players we got at the club we don't need. Do you know what? I'm thinking about it. I don't think we need that much. It's just no. I don't think we need. We've got some good young players. We've got Smith. We've got Martin.
Claude, can I interrupt you? We need leaders in this squad. If you look at Man City, yeah. If you look at, hang on.
Do you know who the leaders have been in the last few weeks? The young players.
Exactly. But there are times where, Claude, you need experience. These guys are good, but you need experience in some games. If you look at Man City today, right? Man City have not had De Bruyne for most of the season. Gundogan stepped up. Foden gets in and out of the squad. Mahrez gets in and out of the squad. Aguero has not even been anywhere and they're still winning. There's a game that Jesus didn't even play. He was on the bench. We had Foden up front. Now, that is a squad that the second team on the bench is like a first team. So, as far as I'm concerned, we need a bit more than that from what you said for Arsenal. We need way more than that. The youngsters cannot do it all. Even Pep Guardiola said Foden still has a lot to learn.
You're looking for experience, I would say. That's a difficult one, but look at the moment. You've got the goalkeeper now. I'm not a big fan. I think we should have kept Martinez.
I agree. I still like Leno. Don't get me wrong. I like Leno.
By the way, he is second on clean sheets in the Premier League. Which
he's got 8. Yeah?
The only one that's in front of him is Edison. So, and you've got to look. They're not the greatest back four Villa. Yet he's second in the clean sheets at Villa, and I think that's an incredible achievement. Well done, Emiliano Martinez, for that. By the way. You
know what? Don't crack your brain too much. Let's move on.
No, look, listen. I'd go the fullback we need. The what do you call him?
Lamptey.
I'd say Stones alongside. Do you know we've still got Saliba? I still think Saliba is a talent.
But Claude, we need leaders. You can't just get. You need leaders.
I think Stones can be. I think Stones can be that leader.
No.
Yes.
Stones needed Ruben Diaz alongside him for him to function. Ruben Diaz was a captain. Listen, Claude, hang on, Claude. Hang on. Let me land.
Oh, don't start pointing that at me, mate. For fuck's sake. Come on.
That's the only way I can get you to keep quiet, isn't it? Anyway, so Claude, if you think about it, right? Ruben Diaz was captain of Benfica at 19.
Our first show, and you come on like Jamie Oliver. What the hell's going on here?
Because I was cooking. Leave me alone, Claude. A man's gotta eat. A man's gotta eat. Don't you eat? You almost burnt your house down.
I went to eat. I didn't put a bloody apron on.
But you almost burnt the house down. Do you know? Do you know if I'm advertising? Do you know if I'm advertising for another job? I'm advertising myself right now so that people can give me another job and contract. If you want to order, just call me and I'll give you some food. But my food is very spicy. So if you don't like spicy food, don't give your orders in. Thank you very much.
I don't like spicy food. I like to taste my food.
Then don't order. Don't order. Let's take comments, Claude. Let's take comments quickly. Claude.
Because this is what I don't see one comment being read. These people put all their time in, and you've not read one comment now.
Because you've been talking. You've been talking.
Read the comments out.
Then shush then. Shush. Relentless. Claude, sell Orba and get Felix and get Luka Modric. Luka Modric? Luka Modric is getting old, man. We need to rebuild. Sheesh.
But I
don't know about that, man.
That's experience that you're asking for.
Yeah, but experience. When I'm talking experience, I'm talking like people in the age of like maybe 27.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What age is he? Could go on for another 2 or 3 years.
Not in Premier League. Not in Premier League. Not in Premier League. Not for me. Not in Premier League. Neymar? Are you freaking kidding me, Relentless? Do you really think Arsenal can get Neymar? That's like spending the whole fortune of Arsenal on one player. Come on, man. Be real. John Stones is not good enough to be a good lone centre-back. Needs a leader next to him. You see, this is exactly what I'm saying, Claude. This is exactly what I'm saying. John Stones needs a leader. I agree with Epic on this. John Stones, the Epic is a Man City fan. He watches most of the Man City games much more than we do. And he sees it. And I kind of agree with him on this. 50 million. I'm not sure what you mean by 50 million. Oh, okay, John Stones. Yeah, John Stones. All right. Sell Bellerin. Everyone agrees on that. You should sell Oba. Say that again.
You get a good price for Oba at Birmingham. You might,
like I said before, you're probably gonna get maybe 30 million based on his performance this season. But you have to look at his contract as well. Because of his contract, they're gonna be demanding a lot of money.
He was shocking yesterday.
Yeah.
And I backed Birmingham. I backed him the other night because I thought his work rate was good. He missed the chances, but I couldn't back him yesterday.
Yeah, he was horrendous. We're gonna get to that in the next question. We're gonna talk about that in the next question, definitely.
Haaland is price range. Haaland is complete.
Yeah, he's not coming. You'll be out of Europe next season. Now, no way Haaland will come. What do you mean we'll be out of Europe? What's that supposed to mean? What if we win the Europa? What if we win the Europa? We're still gonna get the chance.
I'm very confident we'll get through against my Benfica, but it's probably the worst Benfica team in 20 years.
Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, they've got two experienced ex Premier League defenders though.
Yeah,
in Otamendi and Vertonghen.
Yeah, so, but I still feel we'll get through that. But it's what's coming ahead.
So Shamidi, how you doing, man? 30 million for McGinn. That's a fair price. Get De Jong. He's an Arsenal fan. Listen, these players are gonna cost money, though. I'm not even gonna lie. But 300 million, you should be able to fork out something from that. Osman Ali, 300 million. Max Aarons. Okay, this looks interesting. Max Aarons for 30 million. Elvedi for 30 million. Kamavinga for 60 million. Manu Solomon for 20. Okay. Yaremchuk for 15 million. Grealish for 80 million. Kusono for 20 million. Odosun Odoado for 20 million. You don't need 300 million, to be honest. Not all the players I know here, I'm going to be honest. I don't know all the players.
You put that figure at 3 million. I don't think we need 300 million to get this team sorted. You put
how much did Chelsea spend?
Can you make it clear?
How much did Chelsea spend?
Now, can you make it clear to the audience that you put 300 million out?
Yeah, it's my question. I made the question. Right. But what's wrong with that question when Chelsea could spend 222 million and they're not winning the league?
Yeah, but they put Lampard was no experience.
Okay,
How much with this guy is
okay? How much has Man City spent on the defense in the last how many years? Is it 4 years? They spent up to 300 million.
Manchester. Okay. But I like the way Manchester City have done things because they've invested in their youth, and you look at Foden. He's coming through now. Foden, think players like that. You know, I love Man City have done things all right. I can't knock Man City.
Claude, they've done things all right because they spend money on the defense alone. You got let me finish. Yeah,
but they've also.
Let me finish.
They've also invested in youth players as well, and they built an academy.
But they've spent money. But
that's what I'm trying to say.
They've spent money. But they've spent money. That's
exactly.
The point.
Yeah, exactly.
They spent.
They've not just come in and spent it on Carlos kickerbacks, have they? They've gone and spent it on the academy as well, and you've got to admire that. I don't care what you say.
We've got Emil Smith-Rowe from the academy. We've got Saka from the academy.
Yeah, exactly. Not coming through you. But what I'm saying is, Man City have done that as well. You can't knock Man City. You can't knock Man City what they've done.
What I'm trying to say, Claude, is the money speaks as well. Money speaks volumes. They spent 50 million on Walker. They spent 50 million on Stones. That's 100 million alone. And those two guys, for Walker's never making the team anymore. Yeah, Cancelo now has been brought in for how much?
We spent 70-odd million without wages on Pepe, when we should have spent 50 million instead. But because we got someone that wanted to deal with agents and everything,
you have a point there.
We've spent, but that's us. But you can't complain if we've done wrong. You can't complain what other teams are doing.
Yeah. Let's run through the comments.
I'm sick and tired of keep going on and on about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I know what you're saying, mate. Oba is not a leader. I think we've established that, really.
You come in like Jamie Oliver and you think you can talk me out of football, man. Come on. You've got to be joking. Absolutely joking. Come on.
Akuma. I'm gonna ignore Claude now. I'm just gonna ignore Akuma. I need to order some good meat pepper soup. Come and order some good meat pepper soup, mate. Free of charge for you, man. Joe, I think this is for you, Claude.
I need a bottle of wine to get through you, mate. I tell you.
This is for you, Claude. You're gonna need a lot more than that. Claude, Milan is going through a bad patch of form. We're in second in our manager. On our manager Pioli, since the transfer has gotten instead of sticking to the plan. So are you putting the blame now on the manager? I don't quite follow what he means by that.
Gio, do you think can I ask Gio this question? Reply to me. If AC Milan were to play Arsenal, would they beat them over 2 legs? I'll ask Gio what he thinks.
They haven't beaten us apart from when Ibrahimovic was there. They only beat us once, remember?
I mean that night when Fabregas and Adebayor scored.
Yes. And what about the other game?
What
about the other game? What about the other game? They beat us 4-0. We came back and beat them 3-0.
Hammered. But we beat them 3-0 at the Emirates.
That's what I'm saying. The Van Persie one. If you remember. So we've always been dealing with AC Milan, man.
But I blame Wenger for that because his tactics in the first leg was absolute disgrace. And this is why I will never have a statue of that man. Because
really?
All this mess. No. I'm sorry. We should never have been thinking. No, come on, Taddy.
No. Come on. He's done more good than damage, Claude. No, he's done more good than damage.
Good, but all the damage in the last few years has completely wiped his legacy out.
Can I ask one question? Do you think if Arsene Wenger was still in charge right now, do you think we'll be ending 8th position or 11th position? Be honest with yourself now. Be very honest with the way he manages. With the way he motivates players. Do you think we're gonna be like in 8th?
Yeah, 6th? But you're going off the point here. We shouldn't have been. No. You're giving him credit. Well, you shouldn't have been giving him credit.
Why?
Because he should have gone in 2006. 100%. No doubt about it. And he would be respected 100%. 100%. He went along with this board. He went along with it. He went along with all this shit. He was putting Bentner. He was putting Shamak. He was putting shit Scalacci. He was under the orders of the board. Don't speak out.
But
Don't
Claude,
speak out.
but
No,
Claude,
Tade,
this guy has come out.
Tade,
Come on,
Tade.
Claude, listen
Don't
for once.
speak
For
out.
once, listen.
He was
Listen for once.
He was taking £10 million a year by playing
Going on about £10 million. Are you telling me?
Reject, selling our best players,
Claude,
and then saying we were going to go bankrupt if we didn't sell it. Don't lie to us. Don't fucking lie
Claude,
to us. Don't
that's
lie
not a
to
lie. That is not a lie.
It's a lie.
That is not a lie.
Absolutely blatant
We had
lie.
20 years to pay off the loan.
And you know
we had 20 years. We had 20 years to pay off the loan, Claude. 20 years. He did it in 10.
Bullshit.
He did it in 10.
We
He had to sell the best players.
And that Ashley Cole business was a disgrace, by the way, because
you have to look at the situation.
Ashley Cole asked for, they gave him the wages. They said we'd pay it, and then they took it away from him. Absolutely disgrace. We should have had the best left back in the world, and we gave him to our rivals. That man is a disgrace.
Why are you blaming him for everything, for God's sake?
I'm not having it. I'm not having it. He ruined his legacy. If he'd have gone in 2006 and gone against the board, but you know why he didn't go against the board? £10 million a year. 10 million a year to feed us lies. To feed us lies. Sorry, I'm not having it. Not having it. Bullshit.
That's fine, man. That's fine. Let's move on. Let's move on, Claude. Let's move on. I don't have the strength for you anymore today because if I go on with you about
how long is this show's going to go on for then? If you can't take me one night and this is only the first night,
because you're never gonna agree. Anything I say, you always gonna counter it. Every single bloody thing I say, every single thing. So let's just move on.
This is like having Ty again. It's not having.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Do I look like Ty? Do I look like Ty? Do I look like Ty? Do I look like Ty?
No, because you're more sensible, but you're not agreeing with me on this. I can't believe.
Do I have to agree with you? Look, I can tell you 9 out of 10. Okay, I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask this question to every single person watching. Please and please and please, I want you to comment on this. Should Arsene Wenger have a statue? Yes or no? Please put that in the comment section right now. And we're going to see how many people are going to agree with you or disagree with me.
Biggest myth in football. Biggest myth in football.
While I'm waiting for them to comment, I'm going to ask you this question quickly. Would you just shush? Let me finish. Relentless. Tade, is Luka Modric the best midfielder for the past decade? Shish, for the past decade, that's 10 years. Jeez, no, not for me. Not for me. I'm sorry, not for me. Santi Cazorla for me, and this is not me being an Arsenal fan. This is not me being an Arsenal fan. Santi Cazorla for me, personally, is heads and shoulders above every single midfielder, in my opinion. And the reason I say this is simply because Santi Cazorla got pushed out of his position, right? He got put out because of Ozil. He was a proper number 10 that had everything in his locker. He could score goals. He could use both feet efficiently, proficiently. He could do every single thing you want a player to do. He could beat a man. He could spot a pass. But as soon as, and guess what? He had the highest number of assists for the club before Ozil came. And he also had a high number of goals return as well. But as soon as Ozil came, he was put in a different position to play deep. So as far as I'm concerned, that's one person. He's just been underrated, in my opinion. I don't know what you think about that, Claude, but I'm gonna move on if you don't have anything to say about it.
I love Santi Cazorla, but there was a lot of signings he made were absolutely awful. Awful signings. Awful.
What does that have to do with Santi Cazorla? I'm talking about Santi Cazorla.
You're not getting my point. I'm talking about the man Wenger, the biggest myth in football.
I thought we forgot about him. We forgot about him. Let's move on. Let's move on. Can we move on? Can we? Yeah, you won. You won. Yay! You won. Can we move on? Thank you.
Go on.
All right. Mossy boy, come on. Rob Holding is not the man. Well, you and I argued about this yesterday. So Rob Holding is someone that he wants gone. I know you don't want Rob Holding to stay. Do you want Rob Holding to stay, yes or no? This is for you, Claude. Do you want Rob Holding to stay, yes or no?
I can't believe he's been given a new contract. The man marks space in front instead of marking players.
Okay,
2
fine.
games.
That's fine. That's
2
fine.
games.
I have
2 games, big games, which cost us 6 points. He's marked space. There's a 5'5" or 5'7" jumping up for a ball. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? 6 foot.
Wait.
6 foot. I don't know what he is. Is he 6'2"? I don't know. And 5 foot bloke jumps like a salmon, bang in the back of the net. And the other day against Villa, left the guy in space. Marking space. He's not good enough. And we're giving him a contract. A contract. Your manager, Arteta.
Before I answer this, before I counter you, because I've got a counter argument for that quickly. If you just join in, please make sure you subscribe. This is gonna be happening every week. Myself and Claude. This is gonna be happening every week. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and give us a like as well. And please share. Can I finish freaking advertising? Shush.
Oh, you can talk about you. I'm not gonna argue with football.
Thank you. Let me finish my announcement. I'm doing an announcement here. I'm trying to get people to subscribe, for God's sake.
No.
Can you guys please subscribe to the channel? Thank you very much. All right. So in answer to your question, right, about Rob Holding, right, there's something you guys need to understand. I'm not saying...
So how's the song go? He's better than Cannavaro.
He's not better than Cannavaro. I don't sing that bloody song, okay? Don't count me in.
This is our fan base. This is our fan base.
Okay, that's our fan base. I get it, yeah. But I don't sing that rubbish song because I don't think he's better than Cannavaro. Okay, so don't include me in that. What I'm can I finish speaking, for God's sake?
Yeah, carry on.
Sheesh. So what I'm trying to say,
although my name is first in the title, it is your show.
Shush. Thank you. Okay. About Rob Holding, yeah, what you guys need to understand, yeah, about Rob Holding is, whether you like it or not, I'm not saying he's the best. Look, I hold my hand up, yeah. He's not top 10 midfielders, but probably one of the top 10 British, English midfielders, okay? I put that English in quotes so that you can understand we need homegrown players in the squad as well. Now, that aside, Rob Holding has the highest number of clean sheets among all the Arsenal defenders this season. He has 8 clean sheets. 8. Gabriel has 3. Luis has 3. You need to put that into context, don't you think? You need to put that into context. It's quite important sometimes for us to look at who is the best of the worst pack. Rob Holding is not the greatest defender, but you need to look at his returns for the club when you compare the defenders. Am I speaking gibberish here, or do you understand where I'm coming from? So as a manager, you need to look at the numbers that this guy brings into the squad as well in terms of clean sheets. When he's playing, he has the highest number of he's provided the highest number of clean sheets this season. Whatever, man. You can shake your head all you want. I'm moving on. I've said my piece. Mossy boy, how you been? Tade drinking with his car? I'm not drinking, man. I ain't drinking. This is water. Just we're not gonna win anything this season. We're gonna finish lower than last season. Farid, hey Farid, how you doing? You Tade? And Claude, big up to yourself as well. What are you saying, Claude?
A couple of guests in. I mean, I don't know.
What are you saying, Claude? No, I can get guests in after we finish the last question. I'm gonna get guests in. Yeah, I'm gonna get guests in at the end. Okay, I'm gonna get guests in at the end. Let's just towards the end. I'm gonna get a few people in. I want us to.
As long as you don't start doing them ratings.
I'm not doing no
ratings. I mean,
I'm not doing player ratings. We did player ratings yesterday. This is not about Arsenal and Man City. Shish. Anyway, Farid, you to yourself as well, yeah. We spent 220 million, and it was worse than it was the worst thing we did. Do not do that because it doesn't work. You can't buy a whole squad in one season. It doesn't work at all. 3 or 4 over 4 signings is the max. You have a point there. Are you freaking trolling me now on my channel? Jesus Christ, man. These guys, man. Yeah, this is my apron, man. I just finished cooking, okay? This is my uniform. I cook a lot. I love to eat. Kill me for that. Jesus Christ. You know what, Ade? You've earned my notification. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh Hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the
No
subscribe button.
No comment. No comment.
With the money Chelsea spend, if they bring in an experienced manager, they will be challenging by now. Are you saying Tuchel is not experienced? Tuchel is experienced. He's won leagues. He's won leagues. Sheesh, we have one. Look at the nets. We sell as well, and plus we have our other sponsorships. Puma deal 400 million. Is Puma deal up to 400 million? No. Adidas. Adidas is the latest. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Adidas is now the new sponsors, not Puma. You are talking from a Man City perspective. He's a Man City fan. I keep forgetting. What about Lewis Dunk? Lewis Dunk is getting old, man. I think he's getting old. Are you talking about the defender? He's the defender, isn't it? I think he's getting old. We love you, Claude. Claude, someone here loves you, and I don't know what you're drinking on my show, but anyway, we do. We love you, Tade. Thank you. Tade, we love you. Thank you. You see, I'm getting some fans now.
Only because I'm on here.
I think 50-50, Claude. We both are in a bad patch. Listen, I'm not even going to lie. AC Milan is like Arsenal. I'm not even going to lie. Ever since you guys had that issue with, was it match fixing back in the years and all that, they just went down.
Over the two legs, if Arsenal play 89, I'm asking Gio, what do you think the outcome will be over two legs? I'm asking Gio.
Yeah. There's a lot of comments here. I can't read everything.
Massive AC Milan fan, by the way. But
you see, Farid loves you, but he disagrees with what you said about Wenger. You see?
Look, listen. It's my opinion. I just feel the last 10 years he took his money, went with the board, and it's wrecked the club. It's put the club behind. I'm sorry. The biggest myth in football, man. The biggest myth in football. Let me tell you something. Let me educate all you and Teddy as well, because Teddy probably wasn't born in '98 or was still a little.
I was born in '98. I'm not that young, mate. I'm 34.
You're probably still in nappies or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Was you in nappies in '98? I'm not sure.
Shut up.
Anyway, in '98 we were going on a bit of a run, and the players, and you know what I think Wenger's biggest advantage is he had the players at the time. He had good players, but the players took him in and said we need to change things, and they changed it on their own. They changed the system because we just lost 3-1 at home to Blackburn. You know, we were 13 points behind at Christmas in '98, and the players took it on themselves to get us to win the title because Adams was the leader. Adams was a proper leader, right? And we changed the system around.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. Wenger had the luxury of having some top players.
I agree.
And once they get top players win, his tactics were sussed out big time. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you, Taddy, right? That 2014, if he was tactically brilliant, should have won the Champions League. And it didn't, and it never.
So
he got done by Ranieri.
Yeah. So Claude, there's something. You know, you and I know we always disagree on a lot of things, but one thing you've said here, I kind of agree with, in terms of Wenger. But the question I'm going to ask you is, what was Wenger's greatest strength? You have to look at his strengths. His strength is he is a motivator. Every player will tell you that.
Tactically, he didn't have a clue.
Tactically, probably not the best. If you're talking about tactics, you have to look at the likes of
hold on a minute. That's very important.
I know.
That is very important.
But Claude, every single manager has his shortcomings. You look at Claude you look at Mourinho, for instance. Mourinho has got tactics, but he doesn't have the man management and the way to motivate players. That's why he's always falling out. You need to look at everyone has got different.
Mourinho's won a lot more. He's won more than Wenger.
I get that, but I'm looking at individuals now, what their strengths are. And that's one of the reasons why I rate Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, Guardiola's done the business, but then until he wins the Champions League, he will not be fully respected. If he wins the Champions League, he will get the full respect.
What do you mean? He's won the Champions League with Barcelona. What does he want to prove to you again?
When I'm talking about Champions League, I'm talking about champion. If he wins it with Manchester City,
Okay.
I think with Barcelona, let's not face it, he had Iniesta, Lionel Messi, and co. I want to see him win it with Man City. Then I will be fully convinced.
Okay.
With Bayern Munich, with Bayern Munich, he didn't win it, did he?
He didn't. I know. He didn't win it with Bayern Munich, and he hasn't done it with Man City. But listen, it happens sometimes. Yeah.
I think Lionel Messi and Iniesta, and this is the biggest problem. And everyone is going, why Barcelona not to play? Iniesta and Xavi were the real key to Barcelona's biggest success. Everyone is going on about Messi, but Xavi
Claude, sometimes you need great players to actually make great managers. I keep telling you this, but you don't agree. Great players actually help make great managers, whether you like it or not.
I'm trying to tell you that tactically, Wenger, when it came to big European games, was found wanting. And I'm sorry to say, George Graham, let me tell you something about George Graham. Because it's before your time, or probably before your time.
I was born then, but I wasn't really like I was.
George Graham went to Anfield, right? And I don't think Wenger would have done that, what he done. He went to Anfield and tactically won the game at Anfield against all the odds. No way would Wenger win that game at Anfield. No way in a million years. The difference is that Wenger had good top players, but he couldn't tactically get them to get over the line in Europe. And that is what really why I say we go over the top about the manager. Sorry, that's my opinion.
That's fine. That's fine.
It doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean anyone is wrong.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Epic here says. Epic here says.
Respect the Pratt in the hat in Luton. I even respect his opinion. But I respect, everyone's got a different opinion.
I like this comment, yeah. Let Tade finish. Claude, let me finish. Tell him, Epic. Tell him.
Let Claude finish. Yeah, you don't let me finish.
Farid, let Tade speak. Let me speak.
He's saying you let me finish.
No, he's saying you should let me speak.
No, hold on. Get the comment back on.
Different.
What do you say?
Is that alcohol affecting you?
What do you mean?
Right. Epic is saying
Tad, let Claude finish. Because you always interrupt.
Epic, shut up, man. Shut up, Epic. Shut up, Epic. Claude, you sound bitter. Leave Arsene alone. I agree with that.
No, nothing bitter. I'm being real. And that's the problem. People don't want me to be real. So that's it.
Devon here says, I can see he's put like 2 comments just trying to get at me. Devon here says, Tade, you are denuded. Claude is speaking facts. Oh, shut up. Shut up and just subscribe anyways, but shut up.
I've been speaking facts all night, but the trouble is...
Shut up. Wenger couldn't even win in Europe. Not my goat. Oh, please, you guys, man. This is him again, saying it again. Devon, don't watch then. Even if you don't agree, you don't have to call him to do that. Thank you very much. Someone fighting my battle. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Helicopter. Is it helicopter screw? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm just going to call you helicopter. What would I do with 100 million if you gave it to me for signings? I'll give it back to you. Why should I spend 10 million on a player worth 5 million? As in Wenger.
Is that what he said? Yeah, well.
I think, you know what? I'm not going to lie. Yeah? There was something he said. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought he said something about Torres. That if he spend that money that Liverpool spend on Torres, then he expects Torres to be scoring goals every match. I think he said something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he say something like that? Or was I dreaming? Because, they spent, was it 55 million?
Arsene Wenger can question anyone else when, to be honest with you, I don't think he can question anyone's spending. If he'd have won the Champions League and won the back-to-back Premier League, then he maybe have a point. But he didn't do any of them.
Okay, there's so many comments here, man. Let me see.
Always let Tad speak. Always let Tad speak. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is for Claude. This is for Claude.
I want to come on, Taddy, talk.
I'm gonna get them in. I'm gonna get them in. Do you know what? I'm gonna be. Oh shit, man. I'm gonna continue these chats later. Let's go to the last. Let's go to the last section. Right, quickly. Yeah, so basically, this is about the last game.
This question. I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna be honest about this question, right?
Okay, go on.
You're saying, well, Arsenal. I think Man City took the piss yesterday. Absolutely took the piss. And I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be at half time. I think Guardiola said, "Well, I'll take it easy, boys. We're winning. Just control the game. Don't embarrass them." I'm being honest, right? I'm being honest.
Do you know why I don't agree with that? Do you know why I don't agree with that? Because there is no manager that's going to be leading 1-0 that's going to tell his people to relax.
I'm telling you this.
You can't relax in 1-0, Claude.
Telling you that. I thought we played that game as if we wanted to keep the score down. There was no urgency. There was no. Listen, I'll tell you back to the great Barcelona team that we took on years ago at the Emirates. Fabregas, Wilshere, Arsene. And they were superior, much superior to us. And superior to this team, by the way, Man City.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Are you talking about the squad? Sorry, hang on. I didn't hear you properly. Are you talking about the squad when we had Arsene? Are you saying it's better than the Man City squad?
No, hold on. No, not our squad. I'm saying the Barcelona squad.
Oh, okay.
That we took on. See, you don't listen, do you? Right. Listen to me, mate. Don't jump in and don't listen. We took on Barcelona that day with Jack Wilshere and Cesc Fabregas, who were and they had Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, all the top quality players.
Mm-hmm.
Took them on, right? We didn't sit there and just sit back and say, "Oh, we're just let's keep the score down." We took the game to them and we won the game. We took the game to them. All right, we didn't go through, but at least we showed we took the game. We actually took the game to them. On Sunday against an inferior to that side. They're not as good as that side.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not get confused. They're not as good as that Barcelona side.
Mm-hmm.
We stood there. We went one down, and we were there. We did not make any real effort because we were scared that we would get hammered at the other end. We never had a go at them. This was a free ride. This was a free game to have a go. I couldn't care less if we lost 3 or 4-0, but let's have a go. What did we do? We sat there.
But can I ask you a question, Claude? Claude, if we had a go, let me just put this in, right?
We didn't have a shot on target, Taddy.
Yeah, let me speak here. Let me just speak. You don't even know what I want to say. Let me say what I want to say first before tackling me. Okay? I hear where you're coming from, right? But there are two things I'm going to ask you. One, if we had gone out all attack, knowing fully well that our quality is not a par with Man City's quality, and we get bit like 5-0, what are people going to be saying in the post-match? What are people like yourself, myself, every single fan going to be saying? We're going to start cursing these players, right? We're going to start cursing these players. We're going to be having a go at them. And we're going to be saying, oh, there it is. Arteta this, Arteta that. That's what's going to happen. But you know that's what's going to happen.
But we're still having a go because would you have told the Arsenal players then to do the same thing against Barcelona, against a much superior competition? We had a go.
But you look at the likes of, what's his name, Pepe. You look like Aubameyang. They were awful. Awful.
But he picks them. He picks it.
Yeah, but what else is he going to pick? This is the thing. People were having a go at Arteta.
Martinelli would give him more energy.
Claude.
No, Martinelli give you more energy.
I agree with you. Martinelli is going to give us more energy. And I love Martinelli. Don't get me wrong. That's one thing I have against Arteta. I'm not saying Arteta is the alpha and omega. I'm not saying he doesn't make mistakes. Every single manager makes mistakes, even Pep. What I'm trying to say right now is you look at Pepe, for instance. Everyone was screaming, why is it that Pepe is not playing? I'm going to buy you a new one. I'm going to send you some wine tomorrow. Let me finish speaking first. So everyone was saying stuff like, oh, why isn't Pepe playing? He's been good. He's been benched. Now they put him in the big game. He couldn't perform. Aubameyang was put in a striking position, which every single Arsenal fan has been clamoring for. I wasn't, but every single Arsenal fan has been clamoring for. What did he do? What did he do? He was falling down like Bambi on ice. I don't even know what he was doing in that game. The only problem I had with Arteta in that game, he should have taken Oba off in the 65th minute. He was useless. No offense. He was useless in that game.
That game yesterday was like they were taking the piss. They weren't even in first gear, and they just walking around, playing the ball, and we weren't doing nothing either. And to be honest with you, it was a disgrace. We are Arsenal. We're not bloody Brighton. We're not West Brom. Give it a go, for fuck's sake.
Diesel, hi Diesel. I've never spoken to Diesel before. Yeah, if Diesel is still in this chat, yeah, and you want to come on, I can send you this link on because this is the last segment, so I don't mind getting people on now. Diesel, I don't mind getting you on because I know you and Claude seem to agree on a lot of things. So you guys are probably going to murder me on here. I would like to get you on and probably get someone else that's going to support me on as well. So Diesel, if you're still in the chat and you want to come on, just let me know on there and I'm going to send you the link. So what he's saying right now is what a load of bollocks. This man ruined the club, downgraded us and put himself above the club, put us back 7 years, no statue. Come on, Diesel. Come on, man.
I agree.
Come on. Adams let the team talk after Blackburn in '98.
George Graham deserves a statue because he's won European trophy. And in
you're telling me
in a shorter time than Wenger. By the way, he won 2 titles with a squad that was not. He didn't have the players that Wenger had. Let's get this right. Didn't have, but he got. Wenger would never have got those players to win at Anfield. Never in a million years. Never in a million years.
But are you saying? Are you? Wait. Are you saying? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You say he didn't win. You said he didn't win us a European League. So tell me, why did Henry win us any European League? Why does he have a statue then?
Who?
Thierry Henry. Why does he have a statue then? So if you're going to be using European League as the yardstick to get a statue, why do you give Henry a statue then? He didn't win no European League.
As a player, I'm talking about as a manager. He doesn't. If you're going to give a statue, you've got to give it to George Graham first. As a manager, George Graham, in the spell he had, and let's not. He didn't have all these expensive players, by the way. He didn't have Bergkamp. He didn't have Henry. He won the title, and he won. He played Parma, was one of the top 4 teams in Europe in a Cup Winners' Cup final, by the way, with Ian Selly and Stephen Morrow in midfield. Right? Let me tell you this. Right? These players, average players in midfield, and he organised that team to win against Parma, and he brought the trophy home. Listen, Wenger has not done that. Wenger in 2004, with that team he had, that squad he has, he should have won the Champions League. He should have won it in 2004. But he was too precious with his invincible.
We lost to Chelsea, right? I think we lost to Chelsea. Isn't it?
Something, Teddy. Would you have taken one defeat in the invincible season to win the Champions League?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
We were too obsessed with going unbeaten rather than winning the Champions League. Yeah.
But was that what happened in the Chelsea game, though? If you think about it. These things happen, bro. These things happen.
Playing on an FA Cup. We didn't really need the FA Cup. We put everything into that FA Cup game. We went and played Chelsea at Highbury a few days later. And we were fucked. We were fucked. Tactically, he got done by Ranieri over 2 legs in Europe.
By the way, Diesel, I've sent you a link. It's right in Twitter. Just in case you want to come on, I've sent you the link.
I don't care if anyone disagrees with me on this. I stand by it. And it's my opinion, and I respect other people's opinion. That's the way I am.
All right, that's fine. I was going to share a video, right? It's a very funny video.
Can you send him the link, Taddy?
Yes, I've sent Diesel. Diesel, I've sent you the link. It's right there in your Twitter. I'm going to play this right now for you guys. It's just a funny tweet, right? Which I just want to share with you guys. It's about Aubameyang and Pepe and their approach to the Man City defense. I'm just going to play this right now. It's quite funny. All right, let's just have a look at this.
What's this? What are you showing me here now?
Can you see the caption, guys? Can you see the caption? Read the caption.
Oh, right, yeah, go on, yeah.
So I'm gonna play it again, right? I'm gonna play it again.
Yeah, sorry,
shit. Man. Anyway, I'm just gonna forget about that. I can't find it anymore. So basically, what they're trying to say, you got the whole idea, right?
And they see two big men, and they decide to walk away. Yeah. But that's extreme, and you're happy with that.
I am not happy with that, Claude. I have never told you that I'm happy with the way Arsenal is. You keep misconstruing my words. What I said was, I understand that Rome was not built in a day, and it's going to take time for us to get to where we want to be. That's what I've said all along. What I'm trying to explain to you is the fact that I have accepted that Arsenal is nowhere near when it comes to the club structure in terms of Chelsea, Man City. If you're comparing them, we are nowhere near. The owners of the club are the main problem. If we can get rid of them, maybe Dangote comes to save us. I don't know. If we can get rid of them, then we might probably have someone that cares about the club like Abramovich. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You
that's
want
all
to put a guy that's put us in this mess.
Why do you keep putting all this blame on Wenger? Look, let's forget about Wenger. Yeah, we've spoken too much about him. Dodgy here, Dodgy, how are you doing? Dodgy here says, just watch club's player ratings at least channel. He gave Aubameyang a nil. Listen, man. Honestly, he did absolutely nothing.
Someone told me I gave him too much the other day when I gave him a 6, because the other day at least he put his effort in, but you never know effort at all. I'm not having it.
All right, let me get Diesel in. I've just seen Diesel now.
You're flicking through. Can you go back to the other comment? You flick through it quickly.
This one?
Conveniently. He even won a trophy for Spurs in his first. Yeah, exactly. And look at that team they had, and he still won a trophy.
Hello.
Hey, Diesel. How you doing, man?
First time we've spoke, Teddy. How are you, mate?
We've never spoken. I think the times I've come on your channel, right? I mean, it's only Terry and
last time and all.
How you doing, mate? How you doing? Someone said, I think I was on your channel once, and someone said, if we had Diesel on, Diesel is gonna eat me for breakfast or something like that. So,
I'm a teddy bear, mate. I'm a teddy bear, Teddy. I'm a teddy bear.
So, do you agree with everything that Claude has been saying, or are you here to destroy me? Which one? Or do you agree with the whole Wenger thing? Because obviously you don't agree with me. You agree with Claude. I mean, why would you guys say that about Arsene Wenger, though? I don't get it.
You have to agree with him, otherwise I'll fucking sack him.
I agree with everything Claude just said. No,
but why?
I need this job, Teddy. Now, you know what? I need it. Now, do you know what? I'll be totally honest with you, right? So obviously, we have very heated debates, and normally it's between me versus Terry. The thing with Wenger, right? I do agree a lot with what Claude said, right? But my take on it, Teddy, the first 10 years, he was absolutely brilliant. I think a lot of people sort of they forget the fact that he did inherit at that stage the best defense in world football. I would go as far as saying that. So defense is normally the very first building block you have to build when you go into a new club. He had that, right? What a defense. I mean, to inherit a defense like that, my God, you're laughing, right? I'm not taking nothing away from him. For me, the last 10 years, the Invincibles, right? As Claude said earlier on, Taddy, when you've got a team like that, this was a difference for me between Wenger and Fergie. Fergie would have built on that. He would have built on it and dominated. Wenger could have dominated Europe, right? He had that team, right? Within 18 months, he broke that team up. Broke them up. Why? And my whole thing is, I've seen Wenger doing the jig. You know, last day of the season, we managed to secure top 4, right? And then we all saw him, you, me, Claude, everyone in the chat, we all saw him doing the jig on the touchline because we got top 4. From watching him, you would have thought we'd won the league. And for me, this is why I always say, Wenger, for me, he downgraded us, right? Because my whole thing is, if Wenger had come into Arsenal, hadn't won a title, Teddy, then you've got nothing to, you know, my whole thing is, when you've eaten steak, right? You set a benchmark. You can't go back to a burger. When you've tasted success, right? When you've tasted it, right? Surely you want to do it again, but bigger, you know, bigger, better, right? You had the team there. You had the team. You could have dominated Europe. Why break it up?
Can I say something, right? Can I say something, right? The thing is, I suppose for me, I usually come from a different angle. It's more of a deeper angle. What do I mean? Everything you and Claude says, don't get me wrong, right? Even if at all I keep disagreeing with Claude and all that, I agree with what you guys are saying because most of the things you guys are saying are facts, right? I don't just look at the facts. I look at the underlying circumstances that leads to some of the things that we are experiencing. That's how I look at things. And that's the angle I usually come from, that people don't get me and I get curses, I'm deluded and all that. I look at the underlying circumstances. One, we've heard him talk about the reason why he had to sell a lot of players. He had to sell a lot of players, obviously, because of X, Y, and Z and all that. Now, that in itself, when you look at that in itself as an entity, that affects a lot of things. No, but it does. What, bullshit or not, right? Bullshit or not. Claude, bullshit or not, yeah? Bullshit or not, he did it. Bullshit or not, he did it. He did it.
Bullshit.
He did it. Now, we had 20 years. Let me finish, Claude. Let me finish, Claude. Let me finish.
I'm not
Let me
having
finish.
it. I'm not having it. This is the Claude
Let me
and
finish.
Tade. Look, I'm sorry. Right? He protected the people at the top, yeah? Because
he was the shield for them. He was the shield.
A year. £10 million a year. That's why he protected it. And he carried on and carried on and carried on. Don't give me all that bullshit. We had to sell this player. We had to do it. We were going bankrupt. Bollocks. I'm not having it. It's bullshit. And you know it, Taddy. You fucking well know it.
I don't necessarily
You
think
know it, Taddy.
I don't. Listen, if you move into a big,
Come on.
No, listen. You have to look at the other guys down the road, right? Tottenham.
I'm not interested.
You moved into a big stadium now, right?
I'm not interested.
No. You have to be interested.
You keep bringing up Tottenham. This is Arsenal Football Club.
I'm using it as an example. Am I not allowed to?
We are a fucking institution, right? Listen to me.
Can I speak?
Can I speak?
Can I speak?
In history. We have the 4th highest wage bill in the fucking country. I'm not hearing any more fucking shit this tonight. I'm sick and tired of listening to this shit about Wenger. I'm sorry, Teddy. Don't make excuses.
Teddy, right? If you was a neutral, right, you'd have to understand, right? Surely, right, you can agree with this, right? You just said there, right, there was a financial aspect, right? Right, but then if you look at it, well, hang on a minute. We're a club that apparently have got a financial aspect. Number one, right, we were selling our best players to rivals, right? Now, if you look at, for example, Liverpool and Man United, you don't ever see players going from one to the other. You just don't see it, right? That's what proper rivalry is. You don't see it. I would rather have taken 5 million less and sell our best players to another club, not a rival, right? That was, number one. Number two, right? We say about the financial aspect. Yet Wenger was the highest paid manager in European football, right? We have bang average players on mega salaries, the kind of salaries they would not get at any other club. So a lot of fans...
Can I ask a question, though? Do you think it wasn't worth getting that salary, though? Be honest. Do you think it was for what he's done? Are you saying that's not a reward?
Teddy, he was getting pay rises when we were finishing, 4th or 5th. So in a way, we're promoting failure. He was getting, and don't forget, we're not just talking about salary. He had a massive bonus as well, but he hadn't won anything, Teddy. See, for me, top 4, it's not an achievement. It's not. So why we? It's like in any other job. You're in a sales job, right? You're 4th highest in your team. You don't get a pay rise and a bonus on top of that. You don't. You'd be lucky to keep your job.
Dizzle.
Why is it any different in this?
Dizzle. Can I think about this, right? When you have, I keep using this analogy all the time. Can you make fire out of wet firewood? Absolutely not. You can't, because it's wet firewood. You can't make fire. So you look at the players that Wenger had.
There we go. Again.
And you compare. No, you have to look at that.
Call them out, then.
You have to look
call
at that.
Them out.
Call
them out.
Can I freaking
call them out,
finish?
then? No. I'm hearing this bullshit. Call them out, then. If you don't think you're getting the support from the board, call them out. Call them out. Say what the real problem is. I'm sick of hearing this shit.
And do you know what, right, Teddy? There's something that a lot of Arsenal fans have forgotten. That I can't remember the year. Claude might know this. I can't remember the year. But one summer, the board even came out and said, we've told Arsene Wenger there are funds there. It's up to him. He doesn't want to use them.
Exactly.
Right? So at that point, that's like me. If my boss, right, if I'm the shield for my bosses, my boss has just thrown me under the bus and said, well, Diesel, look, you got funds there. If you want them, they're there. What are you talking about? That's now, if I'm in the right and I'm being the shield, I'm like, well, hang on a minute. You've just thrown me under the bus, because now everyone thinks the money is there. It's just me who doesn't want to spend it. So someone's lying. Someone's like, who was it?
So here's the thing. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I had this argument yesterday with someone called Mossy Boy. He normally calls in most of the post-match. And I asked him this question. I'm going to ask you guys this question, right? I don't know if you guys know, but what do you think happened to Tuchel? Why did Tuchel get sacked in PSG? Do you guys know? In case you don't know.
I'll tell you why he got sacked, because the players didn't want to abide by his rules. And
no, Claude. That's not why he got sacked. That's not why he got sacked.
With PSG, there are a lot of personalities there.
No, come on, Claude. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Tuchel.
That's not why he got sacked. You got it wrong already. That's why I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry. That's not why he got sacked.
Tell me why he got sacked. Come on,
he got sacked because he spoke out. He got sacked.
You're the expert in French football. Tell me why he got. Come on, tell me.
He got sacked because
Jamie Oliver Abraham. Tell me.
Speak. I'm gonna fry your ass, Claude. Let me finish speaking. So what actually happened, right, was he has a problem with Leonardo, who is the director. He spoke out against the club about how they were doing transfers and not replacing them, and he got sacked for that. This is a top manager.
And why didn't Wenger do the same then?
Out, and he got sacked.
And well done for that. And well done.
Well done for losing your job. Well done for losing your job. Is Diesel gonna be happy? Is Diesel gonna be happy to lose his job? Are you gonna be happy to lose your job? No. So you are sitting down there and telling me that congratulations for losing your job. Really?
And well done, because he knows he's better than that. He knows he can get another job somewhere else. And look at what he's doing at Chelsea. He's come there. Right, we've got good old Frankie, who was inexperienced. He was there because he had no experience. Like this guy, old Arteta. He's come in and done it, and he's got him playing to a system. And I love that. You know what I like about him? He actually says it as it is, and he tells his players, "You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You're not doing this." He took the player off after he saw his player wasn't doing the business. Off, you're coming off, mate.
Big up to Tuchel. Listen. Big up to Tuchel. Yeah, big up to Tuchel for doing what he did to us in Odoi. Yeah, but he needs to be careful. If he's not careful, he's gonna walk down the same path that Mourinho is walking past. Man management. I don't know if you agree with me on the Diesel, but man management is very important in football.
I admire.
You're not just gonna go out there and just.
I admire him for that, because I think these players.
You admire him, yeah? You admire him from a fan's perspective. But as a player, do you really think the players
are getting
let me get my point across,
£100 a week? And if they're not doing if they're not working hard on the pitch,
players can get a manager sacked. Players can get a manager sacked if he goes on down that path and is not careful about how he handles the player situations. If they're not playing well and the way he motivates them, they're gonna down tools on him. You need to put that into perspective. You need to handle this thing with finesse.
Then get rid of them players.
I don't know what you feel, Dizu, but
No,
I don't know what you feel.
All I'm saying to you is, I love his attitude. It reminds me of the late Brian Clough. Right, not too many people like that about, mate. Ferguson, Cloughie, then all legends, absolute legends. And
Did you want to say something, Dizu? Did you want to say something? I was going to look at some comments.
With any shit. George Graham, he wouldn't put up with any shit. If someone was,
no.
Yeah,
do you know what, right, Teddy? You're exactly right. I mean, I've said it so many times on our channel as well. Is that managers nowadays need to be more like psychologists, right, and therapists, and they need to learn pretty quickly which players need an arm around the shoulder, which players need a kick to the arse.
Understand personality.
Yeah, and managers have to figure those out pretty quickly. The issue I've got, and this is why, I give these modern day players such a hard time, because as you just said there, players do get managers to sack. We've seen it. Chelsea are one of the main culprits of that in terms of, they just down tools, Under Mourinho, they forgot how to kick a ball, and this is the problem. I love managers who, this is why, for example, like Chris Wilder, right? I rate him. I think I love those old school managers who don't fuss about in the press conference after. They tell it how it is. Unfortunately, we're in a world now with football. You upset one player, that's it, you're done for. And all these little cliques get formed in the dressing rooms. Years ago, the Fergies, the George Grahams, they could have, pulled a player aside and given them what for. We all know about Fergie and the hairdryer treatment. If a manager, if a manager was to do that today, it's as simple as that. The players, they just won't play for him. So it's hard. I look at someone like Roy Keane, and I think, do you know what? Over the years, I thought, if anyone can emulate Fergie, it's him. It's him, But unfortunately, Roy Keane wouldn't last 5 minutes in this modern world today. And
no, he wouldn't.
For me.
So here's the thing, right? Here's my theory about Ferguson, right? I think Ferguson sort of evolved, in my opinion. I thought he evolved because the way he treated the likes of David Beckham, the way he treated the likes of Van Nistelrooy, he's going to lose the dressing room if he tries that with this new generation of players. We need to look at the generational trend, the movement, the change, how it's evolved. People nowadays don't like to be spoken to in a very hard way. Like, how am I going to put it? They don't like to be called out. They don't like they want to be pat on the back. They want to be spoken to softly, like children, like kids. And that's the new generation. We need to accept that. And that's one of the problems Mourinho is having.
And Taddy, that's the reason I'm really falling out of love with the game. Because I don't like it.
But that's the reality. But that's the reality.
Why should players control? The whole point of it for me, why should players control things? It should be the manager. Sorry.
Yeah, because... Taddy, I mean, you have to admit, you have to admit, I mean, I say this all the time. I just can't stand players who down tools. Listen, in any walk of life, Teddy, I'm sure you've had jobs, I have, Claude has. I've had jobs, Teddy, where I'm working for a man I can't stand. I can't stand like my manager. But guess what? If I don't turn up and put a shift in, I'm out of a job. So why should it be any different for these players? And that is what I'm saying. There is so much more money. The game is awash with money nowadays. These old school players, right, must watch these modern players today and just be in absolute amazement, in absolute shock. If you upset a player, you dare upset one of them, it just takes one to turn that dressing room, right? And I think, as Claude said, because we're quite old school fans, this is what I loved about Fergie. Back in the day, no player earned a bigger salary than the manager. The manager, right, was the highest paid person at the club. That's how it used to be in the olden days. And Fergie, like you just said there, Teddy, the Beckhams, the Nistelrooys, That was Fergie's way of saying, I don't care who you are. There is one governor at this club. That's me. Don't like it, out. And when you look at the big players who he kicked out, big players, right? That sort of said, this is my club. These are my rules. And do you know what? For a fan, I love that, Teddy. And don't get me wrong, that's non-existent in today's game. But it was the romance, the beauty of that. Years ago, you knew your place. You earned your money back then. Players now, 1 or 2 good games, 100 grand a week, new contract, agents on the phone. It's ruined it, mate.
So what's happening, right? What you've just said, yeah? I'm just going to condense that in one, because we've got 5 more minutes so we can end the show, right? So that I want to hit the 2 hours clock and we end it. So what you've just said, if I condense that, it simply means that the players are looking at themselves and saying, listen, yeah, I'm earning like 500 grand, yeah? Who are you to talk to me? So they're probably looking down on the manager because, you know, they're putting their shoulders up. They're earning a lot of money. They're big boys in their head. And I'm going to go back to something that you guys are not going to like, but I'm going to say it anyways. This is one of the things Wenger was against about the way money is being spent in the game. Is getting ridiculous now, in my opinion. And this is one of the things that Wenger tried as much as possible to curtail about the equal pay in Arsenal. You need to give him credit for that, guys. Even if you don't, and he didn't like it in the last 10 years, you need to give him credit for that. And that wasn't just for Arsenal. He was looking at the whole picture for the whole football community.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because I'm gonna flip it then. All right, if he was so concerned about money, why was he giving bang average players enormous wages then? That's got to work both ways, Teddy.
Do you call that enormous wages though? Do you call that enormous when you compare? No. Listen, when you look at the players, right? When you look at the players in Arsenal and you compare them with the players in Man City, they were not enormous when you compare them, though. Let's be honest. Man City players, Silva.
I'm going back. Right. So Wenger. Not every player Wenger got was a ready-made superstar, right? So some of these, all we heard was potential. He will come good in 2 years' time. Those players who came in, Teddy, didn't come in on potential wages. They came in on superstar wages, right? And a lot of that, really, if we're honest, is hurting us even today, right? When they gave Wenger, right, these pay rises, and let's be honest, he was more or less getting one every season. On top of that, a £5 million bonus. I didn't hear Wenger say, do you know what? I can't do that. I haven't earned it. You know, we've got to think about money here, Arsenal. I can't take that. You keep it. No, he took it, right? So, and then now on the flip side, yeah, money's ruining the game. Well, hang on a minute. Look at your salary. How do you warrant that? The highest paid manager in Europe, Teddy.
You keep bringing it up. You keep bringing it up all the time, man.
You can't moan about money when you're taking a salary and bonus on top of that. For what? Failure?
Boy, he's earned it. Boy, he's earned it, though. Boy, he's earned it. You can't deny that he's earned it. He's earned it. You know what I think, right? Dizu and Claude, yeah, I think you guys need to realize that Arsene Wenger was a victim of his own success, in my opinion. Right? He is a victim of his own success. That's what I think. Realize that. Someone is playing. I can hear myself there. Someone is playing me back on the screen. Can that person reduce it? That's what I think. Realize that. Claude, Dizu.
Not me.
No, it's not me.
That person reduce it. I can actually hear myself again. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I can hear myself in my ears. Anyway, do you know what? Let's read some comments and we end this, yeah? I'm tired, man.
I'm going to bring something up here. I'm going to bring something up.
What's that?
You asked me to bring this up earlier, and I thought it was
what's that?
Frightening this. Hold on a minute. Let's get this up, mate. Let's get this up.
Yeah, while you're doing this, I'm just gonna read some few comments. Diesel, someone here is a fan. I think Shami. I disagree, man. Surely you have to think about the financial aspect. I think they're talking about the Arsene Wenger. This is someone that agrees with me. Thanks, Gonaza. Thank you. Oh God. Relentless, absolute nonsense. Wenger was getting backed. Oh God, this Relentless really loves the two of you, isn't it?
I'm trying to bring it up. It won't come up on there. What
are you trying to? Okay. I've seen it. Put it back there. I just saw it. Put it back there. Put it back there, Claude. Claude, can you put it back there? I'm gonna put it on the screen.
1 minute. Wait a minute. Let's go. Share screen. There we go. 1 minute. Let's go. Hold on. And there it goes.
Okay.
Is that coming up?
Yeah.
Right.
How am I gonna zoom in on? You need to zoom in on it, Claude.
But how comes when I get it on my screen, I can get it straight up. How do I zoom?
You need to zoom it. Zoom it on your screen. There it is. All right. So
Right,
can you reduce it? Can you reduce it a bit? It's a bit too big.
Fuck's sake, reduce.
Can you reduce it a bit?
Claude and technology don't mix, Teddy. I'm telling
I'll tell you what, look, you can see what I am. Look, total shots, right?
Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me. I can share it myself. Okay. Send it to me on WhatsApp. Because I don't understand what you're doing right now. You're making my eyes roll.
Hold on a minute.
Just send me the link on WhatsApp, Claude. I'm gonna share it. Yeah, just send me the link on WhatsApp. I'm gonna share it. What are you trying to share? Is it a stats between Man City and Arsenal?
Yeah, I'm just showing that. I'm just showing the stats. So you didn't believe me earlier about.
No. What I told you was Arsenal had one shot on target. You can ask Diesel against Man City. Arsenal had one shot on target, which was from Turney. It was a shot from Turney. Can you remember that shot, Diesel?
Yeah. It was one shot, yeah.
Right, look, 20 shots. Can you see that? Yeah. 67% possession. Arsenal had 32. Total shots and goal. 20 shots for Man City. Now this is the biggest one. On target in the 90 minutes. Have you got it? Can you see it there?
Yeah.
On target.
I can see it.
On target in the 90.
That looks
shot in 90 minutes on target.
I disagree with this stats. There was a shot on target from Turney.
This is from Sky Sports. What do you mean you disagree?
I don't care whether it is from BT Sport. I don't care whether it is from.
It's on Sky Sports. Seeing there, they had 12 shots on target. We had not one shot.
They got it wrong.
On target.
They got it wrong, Claude. They got it wrong. There was a shot from Turney, except I have to watch the replay again. If that wasn't on target, then I can get. There was a shot from Turney in the first half.
All right, even if there's one, come on. In the 90 minutes, we're at home to Manchester City, right? We played that game. This shows you that we played that game to keep the score down.
Look, I'm not being funny, right? I'm not being funny. Right? Was anyone
Guardiola? And I'll tell you this now. I'll go back. Go back to screen now. 1 minute. Guardiola, at the end of the day, Guardiola said must have said at half time. Don't embarrass my man.
There's no manager that's gonna say that, man. You're just having a go now. You're just having a go at it.
You could see.
Let's be real, man. No.
Second half, they were playing the ball around. They could have got more. They could have been 3 up at half time.
Nah, I disagree, man.
No, you can disagree as much as you want because you are Arteta. You can't see no beyond him. But listen to me. We had not one shot on target. This was a free game for us. Why do you look? I told you earlier. I compared the Barcelona. That Barcelona team had Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi, and we gave it a go at Highbury that night. You remember? Do you remember?
I remember the 2-1. Was it a 2-1?
This team, we had a go and we beat.
Was it a 2-1 win?
We had a fucking go. We didn't go there to keep the score down. We went there to play. We tried to beat them, right? And that was under Wenger, by the way. This guy. He done it. And what did he come out in his press conference and say? We created a lot of dangerous opportunities. What a load of bollocks!
Does he take you got idiots? You got to admit, Arteta doesn't help himself. So many times he's come out in a press conference after a game, and he said certain things where you look at it and you think, "What?" But I think this is where. Listen, I'm Arteta out, right? I think you know that.
I know. You don't need to tell me. I know.
I've always said to Terry, it's never with me. It's nothing personal. I don't think he's the right man. I don't dislike him. I don't know him. It's nothing personal at all, right? And when I'm telling you, I'm a massive believer in that saying, credit where credit's due. I am, and I've praised him on our channel when he's done something right. Yeah. But I look at that. I look at that and I just think, do you know what? It's you know, it's irrelevant whether we had one shot on target or not. It's irrelevant. You know, like for me, this is what I was saying to you earlier on. So many fans on social media I've heard say, well, hang on a minute, if we'd have gone for it, right, we might have lost 4 or 5-0. And I'm like, hang on a minute, why is it always, why does no one say these words? Why does no one say, if we'd have gone for it, we might have won?
Do you know what?
Because why is it always the left?
Diesel.
Taddy, this is the thing. Man City, right?
It's because the players are not good enough.
Saying, yeah, but it's Man City anyway. So by that logic, then that mindset, there was no point in us turning up. I mean, it doesn't matter. Every team has got a weakness, Teddy. This team are not unbeatable. Look, do you know what I'm saying? It's a psyche. It's the mindset. I've always said that. Mindset.
Diesel. Claude, let me speak, Claude. Let me just answer this, yeah?
Now, hold on a minute. It says Claude And Tade. Let me speak. Right? Listen to me, yeah? Because, you know,
what do you think?
This is what you've done to me tonight. I've had to drink a whole bottle of wine.
Yeah, you're drunk.
You did my fucking training. No, I'm not drunk. I'm still sober.
Do you agree, Claude? What do you think?
Listen to me. Look at Man City came off that pitch without a sweat. They put so much work in. They had what damning tells you. What does it tell you that they made so much effort to beat Everton, but they didn't put a sweat in to beat us? Yeah, they were messing. It was like a training session out there. It's embarrassing. And you know what gets me more than anything? And the mentality of this fan base. We only lost 1-0. Why are we complaining? We only lost 1-0. Did we expect to lose? We expected to lose, but we only lost 1-0. Jesus Christ. Is this Arsenal Football Club now? Is this our fucking fan base now? Because I'm done with it. I'm done with it, mate. If it is, I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Do you know what reality is? I'm done with it. Do you know what reality is?
I'm done with it, mate.
Reality is accepting what is in front of you as it is. Listen, because you know you can't do, because you know you can't do.
We are the fourth highest wage bill in the fucking country, Taddy.
Not before the game.
Can I finish?
Right.
Can I finish?
Right.
Can I
we
finish?
are the fourth highest
Can I finish?
in the country wage bill. Now let me finish now. Fourth high, and we are standing 11 points behind West Ham United. That is a fucking disgrace. Sorry,
and I agree with you. However, I'm going to tell the both of you. I'm going to tell the both of you, right? And I'm going to say this once and for all, right? I'm going to say this once and for all. David and Goliath's story doesn't happen every time. It only happens once. And as far as I'm concerned, in this particular case, Man City are miles and miles ahead of us. I can understand their issues why we are where we are, but many of those players in that squad, in my opinion, cannot tie the shoelaces. El Neni cannot tie the shoelaces of a lot of those players. With all due respect to him, I'm sorry, but he himself knows he's a mediocre player. He is not up there. If you're having El Neni against the likes of Gundogan that could step up for the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, and you have the likes of 35-year-old Fernandinho, 35-year-old Fernandinho, no one could even put a tackle in. He won every single ball. That tells me a lot. No, what I'm trying to say, Diesel, can you answer me this question? Answer me this question. Are the Arsenal players as good as the Man City players on an average?
Right, I'm glad you asked me that, right? I'm glad you asked me that because, and obviously I heard what you just said there, right? No, they're not, right? The facts are Man City, right? My whole thing though, Teddy, and you can I said it on our stream, right? You know, during the watch along. My whole thing is, yeah, we're in a season. We've seen the teams down the bottom beat the teams up the top, right? My whole thing is, right? Man City are better than us, quality-wise. Of course they are. Right, but the best team doesn't always win on the day. My whole thing, right? I was saying to Terry, while we had a row, right? What we lack for, right, in quality, make up in work rate, Taddy. If every player, right, turned up, right, during that game and put in effort, sweat, strength, skill, work rate, work ethic. You've got a chance.
I agree.
Got a chance, right? My whole thing is, if Man City beat us, Taddy, right? If they beat us, right? If you're going to beat us, blimey, we're going to make you work hard for it. My whole thing is the manner. It's the manner. We didn't go there. If you look at against Leeds, right, that first half, some of the best football I've seen. You know why? Because we was at it from that whistle. I watched this game. They're walking in the first half. John Stone's barging Aubameyang off the ball. You know, that's our captain. That's our leader. That's the one who, you know, when you're in the trenches and you're in trouble, you're looking around to your captain over there saying, "We're in trouble, Gaffer. Get us out of this." I'm an old school fan, Teddy. I'm sorry.
Listen. I hear you. Yeah.
You work ethic. You have a chance, Teddy.
I hear you. I honestly hear what you're saying. The question I'm going to ask you again now is, why then put the blame on Arteta when you see that the players are just not doing what is required of them? This is my question. We've seen this under Emery. We've seen it under Ljungberg, the 8 games he took over. We're seeing the same thing under Arteta. So there's a common denominator here, Diesel. That's my point.
No. Listen, I will never ever say, listen, I'm one of the very few fans, and you can ask Claude, I'm never one to give the players a pass. I'm not, right? I don't rate these players. I don't like them. I wouldn't cross the road for them, right? Arteta, this is where Terry and I round the time because it's always the players with Terry. There's both. It's both. It's on Arteta's watch. Right, it's you're the manager, you're the captain, it's on your watch. Therefore, you have to take the blame.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you before you go ahead. So you're of the school of thought that everything is down to the manager, no matter what. Every single thing.
No, not everything, but there is a shared blame. There's a shared blame, right? The lineup. I don't get why he picks Bellerin. I mean, look, there's all little individual things that you can point to. I wouldn't have started Aubameyang. You know, I wouldn't. You know, Bellerin at right back. I don't know any Arsenal fan who rates this player. So why does he play every week? Martinelli, me and Terry had a row about that. You know, what does Martinelli have to? This is the future of our club. He's a potential world-class player, Teddy. What has he got to do to get a game? What has he got to do to get minutes? We need a goal. You're starting with El Neni and Xhaka in the midfield. That tells me you're not thinking, do you know what? We're at home. We're going to go for it today. We're going to go for it, right? Let's be clear. As good as Man City are, every team has got a weakness, right? Every team has got a weakness, right? And the old school fan that I am, right? They're in our yard, our gaff. They're in our home, Teddy, our home. So you can't rock up at our place and disrespect us like that. We're going to give you a game. And if you're going to beat us, my God, you're going to have to leave everything on the pitch. Right? Did they? No. For them. It's the man.
One last question. For both of you. Sorry, one last question for both of you.
Taddy, before you finish, right? Let me speak here, man. I watched Kelechi's interview. I've got a lot of time for Kelechi, yeah? Don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of time for him. He's a nice guy. But his interview last night on the game was shocking. And I'll tell him to his face.
I love
the guy. Well, I saw his on the AFTV last night and I thought it was shocking because he was saying that we put a lot of effort into the game. And we come up short. And I watched that interview and I thought, Kelechi, you're better than that. You're better than that, mate. And I'll tell him. He's a lovely.
Is he? We're talking about a man, right, who dances and sings after we lose a game.
Yeah, that's his character.
No. Friendship aside, right? Let's have it right. That was someone else we didn't know. We'd be slaughtering him because it's Kelechi, right? We have to give him a pass. No, right? I walk out of an Arsenal game after I lost. I'm fuming, Claude. I'm not singing and dancing, right? That's entertainment. That's the last thing I want to do after seeing our team lose.
But this that has nothing to do with his opinion, though. That has nothing to do with his opinion. That has nothing to do with his opinion, okay? No, listen, I didn't watch it. But that has nothing to do with his opinion. Because
I was surprised at it because he's better than that. And I loved Kelechi. He's a nice guy. I've met him loads of times. So we've talked, and he's always, when I've been down, he's been one of the first people to be there. But his interview yesterday, and I'm saying it because I'd say it to their face. Look, listen, whether I love a person or not, I will tell them straight. But I was shocked by that interview. I was shocked.
I didn't watch it, so I don't really know what. But here's the thing about opinions, right? Opinions sometimes you need to understand is also from the person's point of view how he sees things. Yeah. Now, if he had said something about them putting in effort, I will probably counter that and said the effort they put was in the wrong place, because yes, they ran around. They ran around. They tried. Let me finish, Claude. Hang on a minute. Let me just land. Yeah, let me land.
I've been hanging on.
Thank you. You don't let me finish a sentence. You just cut me off.
I know.
So what I'm just trying to say quickly, because honestly, we've gone over time, right? All I'm trying to say is the fact that effort is a word that you can use anyhow you want to use it. Did they put in effort? Yes and no. What do I mean? There were several times we tried to create our final third way shambolic. There were several chances that we tried to create from Turney. They went, they were futile. There were some chances from Saka. They were futile. He could have told you that they made effort in those perspectives. That's what I don't know. I'm just saying it from his perspective. Yeah. But were we effective? Were we effective in the effort we applied?
Normally,
hang on, Claude. Claude, hang on.
Oh, wait, I could be here till midnight. Come on, hurry up then. Go on.
I'm done.
Oh, carry on.
Nah, I'm done. I'm just gonna take the comments and we finish this, man. We've been on here for too long now. We've been on here for too long.
You're the Nigerian Jamie Oliver. Yeah.
If just leave my apron and my spatula alone, Claude. Just leave me alone. You almost burnt the house out, your house out. So just leave me alone.
You know what, Teddy, right? Sorry, very quickly, right? You know what I think it is with a lot of Arsenal fans, right? Someone put a comment in the chat the other day and they said, Man City are playing like a team who are fighting relegation. And we're playing like we're 10 points clear at the top. And you know what? When I read that out, I thought, you know what? The man's got a point, because someone else said it as well. I mean, like Liverpool and Man City. I think Liverpool were 3-0 up. This was last season or the season before. I think it was. Man City Liverpool are 3-0 up. 3-0 up. And they are grafting, working, breaking their back. They're 3-0 up. I've seen Arsenal 3-0 down. We're not working anywhere near as hard as what they are, and they're 3-0 up. And this is what I'm saying, Teddy. A lot of people think, we just moan because, like whenever Arsenal lose, like we all moan and we don't have the God-given right to win every game. I totally get that. I don't moan when we lose. It's the manner for me. It's the manner, Teddy. You know, we all watch football here. You know when a player's putting it in and when a player ain't. That first off, Claude and I said it. They were walking pace. They weren't pressuring Man City. Do you know what I mean? Go for it. You never know. Have the mindset of, do you know what? Stuff Man City. Who are they? They're in our gaff. Let's go at them. Let's give them a game. If they're going to beat us, lads, let's make sure they walk off the pitch on one leg. You know what I mean? Let's make sure that they break their back. Let's not allow Man City to come here and just, toy with us. We're the Arsenal. And this is the thing, Teddy. Maybe I'm still stuck in that, but it's the mentality.
I agree with you.
This is why. Exactly. And this is why we need leaders.
Aubameyang is the leader. Aubameyang is the leader. Is it not? Is Aubameyang not a leader?
Yeah. No, of course not. No, I call him out all the time.
I was waiting to hear what you have to say about that.
Listen, Claude will tell you. I call Aubameyang out all the time, and I get a lot of stick for it on our channel. But I wanted to sell him in the summer. I did. I wanted to.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Do you know why? Look, I'm gonna say something about why. Even if I was in Arteta's shoe or if I was in Edu's shoe, it's gonna be difficult for me to sell Aubameyang. Even if at all we as fans we see that Aubameyang doesn't offer anything to the team apart from the goals. Without his goals, he offers absolutely nothing. We know that, right? However, if you are the owner of the club, you are the one managing, you're going to be looking at the returns you've got from him. It's a very difficult sell to sell him. You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
You're going to be saying this right now as a fan, yeah? But you're going to be like, this guy has scored, the whole of last season, scored 71 or 74 goals in 2.5 years, right? You're going to be looking at it and saying, you know what? It's going to be stupid of me to sell this guy. And if I sell him, I'm going to get a lot of stick from the fans. So it was going to be difficult to sell him. You know this, Dizzle. You can't sell Aubameyang with what he's done before. We know his deficiencies. We know he offers nothing to the team when he doesn't score. But based on his returns, you can't just go out and sell him. Come on.
No. It's not that. Listen, I rate Aubameyang, right? I'm not. Let me be clear. I'm not saying he's rubbish or anything. Like, far from it. At the same time, for me, he's not world class. People say is, for me, I've never. No, I would take Harry Kane in a heartbeat over Aubameyang. Fact, much better player.
No. Wait, hang on. You know, there's one thing for you to be a complete player, and there's another thing for you to be a goal scorer. If you look at someone like Van Nistelrooy, for instance, Van Nistelrooy was a goal poacher. All round, he wasn't all that, but he could poach goals. So there are two different kind of players. Harry Kane can make things happen. Aubameyang can't make things happen, but he can score goals.
Exactly, yeah. But I like killers. I like killers. He's not a killer for me. He's not a killer. Harry Kane's a killer. Aguero's a killer. Aubameyang's not a killer. He's that level below world class. Right? My whole thing is, though, Taddy, he's 31, 32. You know, I didn't want to give him that amount of money on a contract for 3 years at that age. For me, I've always wanted to just, you know what, rip it up, start again. Right? I would never have sold him if there was no one else coming in, by the way. Right? Only on the guarantee that, because I wanted Moussa Dembele. Right, if we were going to sell Aubameyang, he's the one I wanted. I rate him, right? But I'm looking at Martinelli.
Excuse me, what Dembele are we talking about now? The one that is in Barcelona?
No, he was at Celtic, and I think he's at Lyon now. I'm sure it's Lyon. No, he's got to hasn't he gone to Atletico Madrid?
I don't know. The Dembele I knew from Dortmund, right? He
was at Celtic.
Right, the one at Celtic was the one that went to Barcelona. Sorry. So that was the one at Dortmund.
Oh no, you're on about Usman Dembele.
Yeah, I am getting confused now. Anyway, you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on quickly. Marley here says, Claude, this is for you. Quick answer. No more talking. Claude, make a channel with Ty. Are you gonna make a channel with Ty?
No, it's contractual thing. I'm afraid. AFTV. AFTV, he's contracted to AFTV, and he doesn't want to do anything with me because he actually believed I was in the wrong. Like all the rest of them, thought I was in the wrong when I talked about a game that goes on a video, and they thought I was talking about a player. And for all that shit, I've had months and months of abuse, of racist abuse, while other people are just sit down and let it go. And then I know who my mates are. I know who my friends are. I know who backs me on it. And there we go. Sad as it is. People just don't like me, mate.
Sod him, Claude. I've told you this for time.
Everyone.
Stood toe to toe with you for 8 years and can't even ring you up to see how you are. Fuck him. Sorry. Taddy, listen, I know you're in a situation. I know you're on there. You can't say much. I get that, right? But in a friendship, 8 years, toe to toe, my mate, you can't ring me up once to see if I'm all right. You're a wrong one, my friend.
To be fair, he actually said how I am. It's not just that. It's not him. I think it's more the people around him and who were there on the day. They knew what I said.
He's 50 odd years old. He's older than me.
No, hold on.
Sorry, I'm not having that.
All right, I'm moving on. This is not a Claude And Tade show. I'm moving on.
Yeah, sorry,
That's enough of that question.
You asked me a question, and I'm answering it for you.
Yeah, you've answered. Right? Yeah, we're out of time. We're out of time.
Well, don't keep writing that thing about it. I mean, You've been waving that bloody thing about all night with that bloody cooking stuff. I mean, I
Joe
thought
says,
it was coming on. I thought it was coming on a fucking football program, not a cookery one. I mean, you're waving with a fucking apron with that thing in your hand. I thought it was coming on a football program.
there's a football
What's
food
going on
program,
here?
okay? There's a football food program, okay? I'm
Yeah, but
gonna eat
you've
immediately
got
after
one
this show.
tonight.
So just leave me
I
be.
think it's right.
Would you
I thought it
shush?
was
Let me continue with the show. Shush!
It
I
was
want to finish this bloody show.
Taddy. I thought it was
Shush!
with Taddy.
Shush! Sheesh.
Jesus Christ! All right. I don't know how
Joe
long
here
it's going to
says,
last. We're like
for God's sake, someone give Claude a drink or something. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, oh, I've had a drink. You drove me to a bottle of fucking wine tonight. Look, it's all done. And this is only the first show. What's it going to be like every other week?
No, do you know what I mean?
How long are they going to survive? You turn me
I'm
into
gonna
an
send you.
alcoholic.
I'm gonna send you a crate. Okay, 12 bottles for the next 12 weeks. One every
I
week.
hope so. I hope so.
I'm serious. I mean, I'm not even joking. I'm serious. I'm gonna tell the people I actually delivered. I'm gonna send it to you.
And by the
Get
way,
ready for it.
I was looking for your fan cam on Saturday. What happened on Sunday? Where's your fan
I
cam?
wasn't on. On
Well, they're not having you on now.
Can we move on?
Well,
Can we move on?
Let's move on.
Can we move on? God? I'm gonna mute you now. Sheesh.
But I was looking forward to your after-match analysis. And
You were not looking to anything for. You don't agree with everything I said. So why the hell?
You're trolling, Claude. Stop it.
Exactly.
I was looking for your weekly bullshit, but I mean, it didn't come up.
All right. Joe here says, why are we making an excuse for Arteta? He's talking to me now. Why am I making an excuse for Arteta? He's a Pep Cone man. Pep pick up for his coffee. Jesus Christ. You guys are so disrespectful. Joe, man, you just focus on your work in America, man. Shush. Marlet, please, Claude. I don't know what he means by that. This hope you're good. Someone is saying hi to you here. That's Jake. Jake, how you doing, Jake?
Love you, man.
Claude, big up to you. Marlet is saying big up to you, Claude. Adam Valentine, you see, this guy actually spends a lot of time in Valentine. Tade, remember the Millwall fan in barber's shop? I swear to God. Is it what barber shop are you talking about? Are you talking about there was this, just for people to know, I started this barber shop show, but you know, I couldn't sustain. It was a good show.
What happened to that barber shop show?
Did you watch it? It was actually good. I did like 2-3 episodes.
I never seen.
Are you gonna come to Ipswich? Are you gonna come to Ipswich? You don't even have anything on your head. Why are you gonna cut?
Oh well, yeah, you're right there. Yeah, you're true. I could get a wig on, and you can cut that.
You get syrup.
It was so basically that show. Yeah, it was all supposed to be me going to the barber shop. We have a lot of customers in there. We just talk football, but it was quite difficult because I needed to do everything myself, and it's really tasking. You need help for these kind of things. You need a cameraman.
To be honest,
it's a lot in it. A lot goes into it. Yeah.
I did everything myself.
$5 grand a show for that, mate. Sorry, mate.
Is that what? Wait. Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
You have to give me $5 grand a show for that, mate. To be honest,
if I give you $5 grand, I'm gonna go bankrupt.
No, but to do that barber show, you have to give me $5 grand. I mean, that's what
That's
my
what I'm
agent.
saying. If I give you $5 grand, I'm going to go bankrupt.
She's going right.
I can't be doing freebies anymore. I'll do a freebie for you on your show because you're a good
Do you know
man.
what?
But
I'm not even funny. I'm not even funny, right? Guys, if you're watching right now, honestly, big up to Claude. Even if at all we don't agree on a lot of things and all that.
You know what? Nothing.
That's putting it mildly.
I mean, I could charge you $1 grand a show here, mate. I mean,
I want to take.
It's a very expensive bottle of wine I've drunk tonight.
How much is it? How much is it? How much is it? Is it more than 7 quid or 10 quid?
That's Lambrini.
This is proper wine, Villa Maria, mate. Proper wine, mate. Proper.
Yeah, I'll get you a crate, man. Hey, big up to you, Adam. Honestly, I can't remember you. I swear to God. I'm sorry if I can't remember you, mate. Anyway, I love this page. Thanks for loving it, man. Just make sure you subscribe. Tade, hey, Ricardo. I think Ricardo comes to your page a lot. Tade, address the Arsenal Arteta cult. What do you mean by Arteta cult? There is no Arteta cult. Obviously,
I've done all this for one man and his dog here tonight. I've given 2.5 hours out of my time. You know, you do realise. You know.
Do you know what? Yeah?
I've had to Claude and Burnley tonight. She come knocking on my door.
You just told me you needed a date. You told me you needed a date. So what the hell are you talking about?
Because I was doing a show with Taddy. I thought I had to turn it away.
No, you told me I'm supposed to set up a date for you, so I don't understand the rubbish you're telling me right now. Because
you phoned me up, she wanted to come round tonight, and I said, no, I'm on Taddy's show.
Tracy, Tracy.
See the things I do. See the things I do for you.
Is she nice?
I
Is she
could have
nice?
been, I could have been
nice.
2.5 hours here tonight, and you.
She comes in that chat, Teddy. She comes in that chat. Right, it's
You know
a
what?
picture of her and Claude together. Like literally. Yeah, seriously. Her name's
2.5
Tracy.
hours. 2.5 hours. I could have had a lot of fun tonight.
Tracy, if you're hearing this right now, yeah, you need to reschedule. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but
things I do,
you love me more than Tracy. You love me more than Tracy, Claude. You can't deny it. Anyway,
sacrifice for this, man. I'll tell you.
let's move on. Let's move on. We need to finish this now. This 2:30. We need to finish. I'm just going to take 3 comments and we finish. Okay. Ricardo, how did address the Arteta quote?
I don't think I could have lasted 2.5 hours anyway. So, anyway.
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute you now. I'm gonna mute you now.
These days,
I'm gonna mute you now. I'm gonna mute you now.
Anyway,
Thank
carry
you.
on, mate.
Thank you. So Ricardo here says, "Study address the Arteta call." I don't know if there's an Arteta call. I don't know what you mean by call. I support the Arteta process. The 2 other gentlemen here don't. So obviously Diesel doesn't. Claude doesn't. It is what it is. Everyone sees things in a different perspective. I don't know what you mean by court. I can easily say what about the Arteta out court?
Terry started that, Teddy. Terry started it. Ricardo goes for Terry a lot. Terry calls us the Arteta out cult.
You know what? The other 2 he mentioned, Simeon and who was it? I've got respect for Terry because he sticks by what. Simeon is the worst one out of the lot. Harry Simeon, right, was Emery out, right, with all the shit. And I was Emery out as well, right? But he didn't have one foot in the door at Arsenal. Suddenly he's got a foot in the door at Arsenal, got Adrian Clark in his, and he's Arteta. He's a good man. This is what I'm trying to tell you about people, man. Don't believe this shit. Don't believe it. If you want to talk to, I'm not a journalist trying to get into the journalist door, but if you want the real facts, talk to a proper fucking fan, not someone that's trying to get in the door. There we go.
Yeah. Moving on, Ricardo. Tade, you are also part of the Arteta court. I don't know what you mean. I'm not part of no call. I didn't do no initiation. I didn't do no introduction. I did not meet anyone. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying my own opinions. Now, this is for you, Claude. This is quite interesting. Remember the stats that you put up. Jake here says that was the wrong game. That was a 3-0 last season. So you came here. You came here and you're giving us the wrong stat. Do you know what?
No. Jake is wrong, and Jake.
No,
I'm gonna
check that myself now.
I can't believe see, this is the standards. This is the difference with standards, right? Klopp has won the Champions League, the Premier League, and I'm hearing Liverpool fans calling for him to go.
Jake wants him out. Jake wants him out, doesn't he?
That's different. That's the standards. See, we are sitting in 11th place, and it's trust the process. 10th place, and it's trust the process. That is where we have come. What's happened to my football club, mate? It's the mentality of the fans, mate. Mentality. And Jake, you're wrong, mate. I'm sure. Let me get that again.
I'm gonna bring it up. Hang on. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it myself. Since you're giving us wrong stats now. Sheesh.
I'll close the show if you do that, mate, because you're not proving me wrong on this show, mate. I ain't coming on again, mate. I'm the voice of reason. Remember that. Otherwise, this is the contract we've agreed. I'm always right.
So you don't want me to...
No, this is the part of the contract we agreed that I'm always in the right and you're in the wrong. Otherwise, we might forget it. Anyway, come on.
I'm finding it difficult.
Taddy, look, you paid me here for an hour. I'm here 2.5 hours, mate. What's going on here?
Can you see it? Let me put this on the screen, yeah? Let me put it on the screen. I'm not paying you nothing, man. You're doing it from the bottom of your heart because you love me. Thanks for the love. Now, you actually put the... Do you know what?
Wait to get the bloody invoice, mate. Never mind about all that shit.
I'm going to send you a crate of beer. Can you see that, yeah? You got it wrong.
You an invoice. It's coming.
Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. You got it wrong. This is it. This is the one shot on target. I knew what I was doing about.
Rubbish.
That's it. That's it. That's the one shot on target.
Mine's
See
from
that?
Sky Sport, and you've got some geezer off Twitter.
You got the wrong game. The alcohol is affecting you, man.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get this back again, man. I'm not having this.
Ricardo said, "How can you disagree with Star? You guys are wrong, man. You guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. It's as simple as that. You see, that's the wrong game. It was 7 shots and 1 on target. You got the wrong game, man. Listen, I think we need to
look, Sky Sports, Man City. Yeah.
We need to end. We need to end the show anyway. We've done
that's why it's right. 21st of February 2021. Can you see that? Hold on.
I don't know what you're sharing, mate. But
hold on. Share it. I'm going to share that now. No, I'm not having this. I'm not having.
I'm serious. You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
Right, here we go. There we go. Can you see that?
Can you scroll down then? Scroll down.
Hold on. 21st of February 2021.
What's the stats? I want to see the stats. Show me the stats.
And there's the stats. There's the stats. Look.
Where's the evidence?
Don't try and kid
Where's
me.
the evidence?
Exactly. Where's the evidence?
Where's the evidence?
Where's the evidence?
I'm showing it to you.
No. Let's go to the shots on target. Go to the shots on target. There you go.
Shots on target, 0.
That's wrong. That is wrong. I swear to God, that is wrong.
Oh, hold on. Anyway, let's go.
Oh God, what you done, Claude? He's done something. What have you done?
No, nothing. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining tonight.
This right here is the Guardian. This right here is the Guardian. They got it right because there was a shot on target from Turney. Anyway, you know what?
So one shot. So you're going to instead of 0. Oh, well done, Arsenal. 1 shot on target from a defender.
Listen, people. Listen. Thanks a lot for coming on. This is the first episode of the Claude And Tade show, and I would like to give special thanks to Claude, as usual. Even if me and him today, we did not rip our heads off. Say that again.
Invoice in the post. It's over an hour, mate.
I'll send you. I told you like 100 times now. I will send you a crate of wine so that you can drink yourself to whatever. And I'm gonna set you up with a date as well. So don't worry about that.
No need for a date. I had one tonight, but I had to refuse it
because of me. Because of me. That's the love.
Yeah, I had to refuse it, mate.
Thank you.
She's on her way to me now.
27 years of age. 27 years of age.
I'll sort it out for you, Claude. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah, I had to send it. I was going to send it to Terry, but he was occupied, and Diesel was occupied as well.
Yeah, he's in his bathroom, isn't he? Still in his bathroom.
I would send it to Ty, but all he'd be interested would be the pizza. So anyway,
with a knife.
Anyway, on that note, thanks a lot for coming in. We had a special guest in here today. Diesel,
special. I was waiting for Terry to pop up with his rubbish. I wondered if he was going to pop in, but
on that note,
the only thing is, I think he's still finishing his bathroom off. Yeah, go on, carry on.
I'm finishing the show, man. I'm tired of talking. My chin is killing me right now.
By the way, how did Crystal Palace get on tonight? How did Palace get on tonight?
That was like wasn't it?
You don't want to end this show, right? You don't want to end this show. Should I keep it on till tomorrow?
No. You better end it, mate. It's been
2-1, Claude. 2-1. 2-1 Palace. 2-1 Palace. Yeah.
From me, your boy here, the Blunt Pony Lovers Be Lovers, and from Claude, the voice of reason, and from Terry.
Next week.
I will say good night next week, same time, 8:30 next week on Monday. We'll see you guys again.
Hold on. Before you say 8:30 Monday, are we playing next week on Monday? No, we're playing.
Do you know what? I need to check. We're playing Leicester. When are we playing Leicester?
Oh, next Saturday, 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
Get out of bed early for that shit. Yeah.
We'll get in on Monday. We'll discuss when we're gonna come on and we'll publish it early. Yeah. So this is gonna be a regular show, and it's been a lovely show. I'm not gonna lie. It's been fun. It's been good.
Thanks for joining in. That made it even better.
No, anytime. Cheers. Thanks, Teddy. Thank you, man.
Don't forget, get my invoice.
Bye bye. Talk to you guys later.
Time to go! Hang on. Let me finish.